And of course, it is privilege that I have the privilege to serve the indigenous people of Biafra as the African rep and the Nigerian interim national coordinator. At least check your time. And that having been said, we must move ahead to acknowledge Chukwu Kika Biama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow, the one who has looked upon the affliction of our people in a time like this, and he decided to move ahead of us. For without him, we are gone as a people. But in the end, we give him all the glory. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, you have never changed, you never change. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, you will never change. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu na mara mma ye, ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị, o juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ebu Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Ise. And of course, by the special grace of Chukwu Kika Biama, this evening we will be going to studies as usual. On this segment, the theme remain back to your root. Back to your root. Our theme remain back to your root. A lot of people will want to narrate. A lot of people will want to explain. A lot of people will want to change the narrative. Let it be as simple as the theme is. Go back to your root. Honestly, there is no amount of education, there is no amount of exposure, there is no amount of revelation that can change this fact. We have a Father. And if they are good, fine. If they are bad, fine. But let me tell you, whoever you are, you cannot claim to be better than your father. You can't. Because you are just the remain from them. Every wayo your father play is in your DNA. Every sincerity of your father is in your DNA. Every atrocity your father connect is in your DNA. You are not far from them. And not until we go back and embrace them for who they really are. Try to find out what they did, why they did what they did. You will never be able to understand. Today we are fighting to make sure the Fulani, Hausa, and Yoruba don't take over our father's land, our ancestral land. But some of us are busy praying against the ancestors. We are the only people in the universe who are in the church praying against our central cause. Oh, remove our central cause. Oh, remove our central cause. As bad as it may be, when are we going to pray for central blessing? When exactly are we going to go to church, go to mosque, go to Shabbatarian, Urubotarian, and pray for a central blessing? Does it mean these our ancestors are this sinful? None of them did good. Now you know. Back to your root. Honestly, a lot of people will want to change it. But it's simple. When I mean root, I simply mean, I'm not talking about root in terms of root. I'm talking about root in terms of tap root. R-O-O-T. That is what I mean. Imana onwe osisi ọma na mkpụrụ ọma. Ọwụ Chineke wunye na agba ya mmiri. We come from a tree that bears good fruit. The Almighty waters it. And we cannot reject it. And of course, on this segment, our topic is taking over spiritual authority around your vicinity as practiced by our ancestors. Taking over spiritual authority around your vicinity as practiced by our ancestors. You see, something came to my mind this evening. And I was like, you hardly see this kind of greetings these days. You know, in those days, as a child, when you are going to school, your mother will, I actually went to school when they used slate. I will carry charcoal in some cup, we go to school. And there is this greeting. When I'm going to school, my mother will call me and say, I hope you have eaten, you are okay, you're satisfied. I say yes. He say, you take your food? I say yes. After several questions to ensure that I'm okay, he will now say, finally, Ijewere. Ijewere nwam, Ijewere. We hardly hear those ones these days. Those greetings are long gone. A lot of things has changed about us. Our ancestors understand what it means to take spiritual authority over your vicinity. And it is important we understand how they were able to do that. Because this miracle lie before all of us. But we cannot discover them. So we buy them. We buy them from Yoruba churches. We buy them from men of God who actually want to exchange you for business. But these miracles are all around you. They are part of you. The very fabric of our existence is made with miracle. And then when our leaders say Biafra is the last miracle, you never know. As far as we can date back the history of our ancestors, we have had their history of traveling across the globe, making exploit in different areas of their endeavor, and coming back home intact. As far as we can remember the history of our ancestors, there is something that amuses me. And that is that they travel different places across the globe. They make exploit. They do exploit. They hustle and they come back home. Believe me, something made it possible. Something made it possible. If you look at Louis Ojukwu, for instance, how did he make his money? How did he go to London and then decide to send his son to London? How come he gave Theresa May family the vehicle they drove when they come to Nigeria, even though they were no Nigeria? There are history of Igbo man buying Lexus, limousine, Citroen, Black Maria. Most of this most of you don't know. They bought car only to come back home. There is no road to drive car. Who told them how to navigate in the Atlantic Ocean and go to Portugal and go to America and go to Europe? And then they come back with what they saw there. The history of Igbo man has always been there. Who told them? Who showed them the road? Have you ever wondered when they came to Nigeria in the eras of colonization, they needed somebody to interpret for them? Go and check the history of all the interpreters. They were all Igbo men. They were all Igbo men. They were all Biafrans. But the question should be, who taught them Portuguese? Who taught them Spanish? Who taught them how to speak French? Who taught these people how to speak English? And now maybe you begin to see the miracle. There were certain rituals. Whatever you see them enjoy, benefit you see them enjoy, miracles you see in their life did not just come up. The result of the ritual that they performed on daily basis is what made them to be able to get to that level in their life. They were rituals they were performing. You know, when the pastor or your imam want to teach you about this ritual, they sometimes want to demonize it. They sometimes want to, position it in such a way that you will not want to do. But if you open your eye, you will not need to blame anybody for your predicament. You will move in and possess your possession. Our fathers know this truth. They were not waiting for anybody to teach them the truth. They perform this ritual on daily basis. And from the day you stop performing these rituals, and you allow your spiritual head to perform this ritual for you, that day you lose authority over them. There are a lot of cultures and traditions by our ancestors we are going to study in this series. Do not forget the topic, which is simply titled, Taking Over Spiritual Authority Around Your Vicinity. Our ancestors understand the need why they must put on their cap. And the cap have different colors. They have different name. There is one we call Ukbokoro. Ukbokoro is the one that is long with red, white lines around it, and then it's long, it will fall down with a tail on it. We call it Ukbokoro. And then you have the other ones, Okpundiche. That is what we call it. You have the white, you have the black, you have the red. And honestly, I don't know what the color represents when it comes to our culture and tradition, but I will try and find out. But I know as a child, my father used to wear the red one, if I'm not mistaken. And then as he grew older, I noticed the cap was changed from red to black. I never saw him wear the white one. He's still alive. But he was using the red one. And then later on, when they go to village meeting and come back, maybe he was promoted. Maybe he was demoted. But I know that the regard for the black cap is not the same regard for the red cap nor the white cap. There is reason why people wear cap. And by the time I open your eye to understand the role cap play, we will cause trouble. But I don't want to cause that trouble today. I will cause it next time. This same reason, let me digress a little bit. You go back to the military, they put on cap. Maybe for another purpose. But the color of their cap in the military or in the security apparatus actually tells you who they are. For instance, you look at the army. They have green cap. Two different green cap. One of them signify musicians and another one signify those who are in the agricultural sector, farmer. Or maybe generally artillery. They have two red. One of them is horse blood and then the other one is stony red or pure red. The horse blood signify medical, that means they are doctor. The pure red shows that they are military police. And then you have another one who put on white cap and blue cap. One of them represent intelligent. And so on and so forth. So the color of their cap tells you the department they belong to in the military. The same way, the same role it plays when it comes to tradition and culture of our ancestors. It gives you authority. It gives you authority. As a military man, when they want to default you, the first thing they do is they remove your cap. And now you know it's a symbol of authority. Now our ancestors understand this thing. No white man taught them. With this knowledge, they were able to take over spiritual authority. That is not the area we are looking at this evening, but we are looking at how they take authority from the four elements of life. Let me tell you something before I move to our main topic. If you go and ask an Israel man, a Hebrew man, why did they put on the cap? It will shock you the revelation you will get. But let me not go there. We will look at it in the course of this study. Let's come back to taking over spiritual authority. Today, when you look at the symbol of the Star of David, it has four main angles. Triangle with three edges, and the center making it 4. This 4 represent or is a symbol of the fact that we live in a 4-dimensional world. You have the left and the right, you have the up and the down. 4-dimensional world. You have the north, the west, the east, and the south. All of them are the same symbol. You have the 4 elements that governs the universe. It could be water, fire, wind, and the earth. And then you have the 4 market day. Eke, Nkwo, Afo, Oye. All of them are the same symbol, manifesting themselves in different dimensions because we don't operate on the same realm. The greatness of Africa is tied to their spirituality. And the day we demonize it and abandon them is part of the reason why we are here. Our ancestors understand how they take spiritual authority from their vicinity. Some of us will wake up and say, it goes beyond that. Sometimes it could be that you are just running incantation. Your mind is profitable, but your spirit is not profitable to your spirit. Your mind is profitable, but your spirit is not gaining anything. Because you are just recycling the same words. Not until you know what they mean, you may not be able to exercise your spiritual authority. Now, like I said, our ancestors traveled around the globe without a navigating system. Because there are things they understand. That is what led them to do exploit. Unimaginable. And they were evidence of their success all around us. But today we can hardly see it. It is important we consider some of this art and how we can affect our life positively. Taking authority over the 4 elements of life is a daily ritual art carried out by our ancestors when they found themselves in a new environment. Now, this is what they do. They travel. Our people traveling did not start in Nigeria. Our people, the Bible says, those who know their God, they will walk strong and they will do exploit. Our fathers have been doing that. Everywhere they enter, they take authority. Some of you are enjoying your central blessing because your father took authority on your behalf. But you must learn how to sustain them. In those days, no father sent his child an errand without saying, "Save John and my son." But do you know most of us have embarked on journey that our parents did not tell us, "Save John and my son"? Save John and my daughter. But these things may not mean anything to us. It means us. It means so much to us. That is why when Jacob was running away from home, even though he was not in the position to be blessed by his father, he went to his mother and said, "Bless me. Bless me. Bless me." Because mothers are also carrier of the blessing. I can tell you bigger blessing. Saul knew this truth. That is why even though the blessing has been given to Jacob, he said, "Father, please bless me. Even one, bless me." If you are here today, you have not received your father's blessing. Look for your mother to bless you. If you are here today, you have not received your mother's blessing. Look for your relative that has clean hand. Let them activate this ancestral blessing upon your life. We have ancestral blessing. Not be only ancestral curse we get. And if you are a father, you don't derive joy in blessing your children, I tell you, you are losing. That is why most of our brothers will not come home. Most of our sisters will not come home. That is why most of our wealth will not come home. Some of our wealth will not come home. Considering what is happening, if you don't reposition yourself, some of your wealth may not come home. Elders pray for their youth. What are elders doing? They are proscribing us. because a lot of things has changed. But there are rituals they perform. I keep saying rituals so you get into your mind so you can be able to absorb it. Number one ritual is that they take authority over the waters. They take authority over the waters. Now, let's look at it this way. If you go to any community and you get there, they give you water to drink, and the water is dirty, please don't reject that water. Don't condemn that water. Don't speak ill of that water. Take that water. As far as you know those people are drinking that water, please take that water and drink it. But take authority over that water. Because if you curse that water, the day you will use that water, you will understand that water indeed have enemy. How did I know? It was in the early 90s. For the first time in my life, I traveled to Ebonyi State. And the name of this community is called Nza Umuhwale. I don't know if I pronounce it well, because anytime I mention the place, trying to find out, some people say it's not like that. But I know the name of the community is called Nza Umuhwale. There is a young man then, I think he's the owner of Ferrod Oil. It was his house I went to. And when we got to that community, there was no source of drinking water. And I think Ebonyi State was still part of Enugu. And then when I needed to drink water, they brought water for us. And this water was like Fanta. I followed them to where they were fetching the water. I discovered in that community then, they go to the end of the road and dig a very big pit. All the rainy season goes into that very pit. And their sand is somehow that it doesn't absorb water fast. So the time I went there was towards December time, and the water were drying up already. And that is where the people drink water from. Then there were guinea worms ravaging that village. But I remember my mother have told me before now that anywhere I go to, if they give me water to drink, you know, some of you, when somebody come to your house, you are being polite, but it's a culture embedded in your DNA. You carry them out without knowing the spiritual ritual you are carrying out or the spiritual rule you are carrying. Anybody that comes to your house, even before you give them Fanta, give them water to drink. That water become what judge them first. But you don't know. My mother say when they give you water to drink, don't condemn that water. As far as that is what they are drinking, do not reject it. Don't condemn it. He said, drink it, my son. You will not be sick. Take it from them. Nothing will happen. But pray. Pray. The same way you are taking that water, you are unknowingly entering a covenant. Both the person giving you the water, both you receiving that water with clean heart. God will not allow you to exchange evil for yourself. Most of you don't know that in those days, you don't need to know somebody to go and drink water. In fact, when we were in school, the distance between my house to my secondary school I attended is almost 3 kilometers. We trek 3 kilometers every day to go to school. And when we trek, there are people who live in between these forests then. We move into their house, we say we want to drink water. We don't know them. We don't know who they are. We only know the Abo people. They say yes. Once they see us coming as school children, we say we want to drink water. They give us water. We don't ask who are these people? Are they witches and wizards? Of course, then there were witches and wizards in Abo. We do not know whether you are witches or wizard, because we understand that water will judge everybody. Except you don't drink water. Except there is no water in your body. Except you don't sweat water. Except you don't cook with water. Except you don't bath with water. That is when you can escape, when you poison people with water. Now you know. Today now they say, don't take water from anybody. Don't take this one from. But with all this one, disease is still ravaging everybody. Don't you know before they used to make parable that all the Egyptian sickness does not have a place in our life. Today now we have different all the. Why? Because they take authority over the water. That is one. Number two, that time they are taking authority over the water, they are taking authority over the water sign. And then they take authority over the earth. I continue doing that until tomorrow morning. When I leave my hometown, Urugudu, and for instance, I go to Lagos, the moment I drop from the bus or any vehicle that brought me there, I will go and put my hands on the earth. I will use my hand to rub that sand. In most cases, I like to travel with pan sander. I will just remove my leg and stay on the ground. And I take an oath. I enter a covenant with that sand. And say, sand, I call upon you to bear me witness. That as I enter Yoruba land, or as I enter Hausa land, or as I enter this community, if I seek to do them evil, bring me down. If I seek to see them prosper, prosper me. And if these people seek to do me bad unknowingly, that is, do me bad deliberately when I have not wronged them, though their umbilical is buried on this ground, but you must fight against them. And now maybe you begin to understand why God say, wherever the sole of your feet will touch, you will possess. You will possess does not mean you will steal it. God will give it to you. Do you know the land of Israel you see today? That more than 70% of them have been bought by Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob with their money. So when somebody say, no, God give it to them and we want to conquer, tell them Abraham bought that land. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob bought almost half of the land of Israel you are seeing with their hard-earned money. Because they understand how to take spiritual authority. And the moment you do that, the earth element works in your favor. These are prayers they offer anywhere they go. That is why no enemy could conquer them. Today we don't understand those things. When they say call on the element of earth, without IPOB, we have abandoned a king for Uri. Some of you have abandoned Ise. How will you know Ise amen? You don't know amen and Ise is the same thing. And then at the same time, those who are spiritually indebted, spiritually knowledgeable, understand the reason to take authority over the wind. They take authority over the wind sign and say, every breeze that will blow me, let them blow good head to me. You speak to the elements that governs the universe. They will obey you if your hands are clean. Let them blow out bad things away from you. Our ancestors understand this ritual and they don't joke with it. In their heart of heart, when they are calling on Eke, Nkwo, Afo, Oye, they are calling on the attention of the four elements that governs this four-dimensional universe. Oyibo know this truth. They call it northwest, east, and south. Each of them have what they represent. That is why it's only trouble can come from the north. Only trouble. Because they represent something. Check the history of every occurrence in the west or in the south. It's the same thing. They all symbolize something. You have the right to know. But I won't go depth. Understand what your father did first of all. We will go further as we continue. And the final one is they take authority over fire. You know, there is a way you pray for your enemy. You will say, except they don't eat what the woman cook. Except they don't eat what is cooked in the fire. Do you notice that Hausa Fulani in your community don't eat your food? Do you notice it is difficult for them to come and beg you for drinking water? All these Hausa Fulani, they bring their own cook and come around. Only those who are ignorant, who are not diabolical in nature, they are the only one that will take something from you. These people understand all those things. Once you see 10, 20 Hausa gather, they will not eat the food of those people. That woman, that Inyane will be cooking for them. My friend told me yesterday, he said, stomach is biting me. I said, what happened? He said, I went to eat amala. Did I say you should not eat amala? Eat amala, no problem. I didn't even answer him anything. Then after eating amala, and you think that when your people are talking, you will still be listening well. Why is Oyibo not eating amala? You think they don't like it? You think Oyibo don't like edikaiko? They rather fry, what is it called? Pineapple. Fry pineapple, fry chin-chin. And it's okay for them. They are in control of their spiritual realm. But Biafrans, do you still understand this? Our fathers, having carried out this ritual, they move away ahead their lawful business. And you know the end result is that whatever they lay their hand upon, they prosper. Two things are involved. Number one is that look for a genuine elder in your community and tell them to bless you. If you are a Biafran, learn to activate this blessing. Nobody can give it to you. Not your pastor. Not your imam. It is our central blessing. Learn to tap it. Whenever you have the privilege to go to village, buy a hot drink. Kai kai. Look for a respectable elder. It could be man or woman. If it's a woman, I will advise you to buy her rapper. Buy her good rapper. If it's a man, buy him kai kai. Because they get to a certain age, they need the hot drink to keep their body warm. And the God we serve is a God that have respect for kai kai. That is why Jesus turned water into wine. Go and meet them. Kneel down, let somebody bless you. No matter how great a king is, he must be coronated. Until then, that king is a child. Everybody treat him anyhow. Until he kneel before the elders and they coronate him. Let your coronation begin, Biafrans. And the moment you are able to pass through this process, you move to another level. And that level is you being empowered spiritually to hold on to the four elements of life in order to survive. You go to abroad. As you are landing there, you look at that environment you are and speak to that environment and say, the leg I use come here, then go see him. The leg I use go home, then go see him. Tell them how it's going to be. Believe me, principalities and power may struggle with you. But in the end, you will always win. Who is praying for our community now? Who is praying for our community now? Who is blowing native chalk for Ijawere for our people now? So when I see you telling me the reason why you don't want to come back home, I don't blame you. Most of the elders don't understand that it is their duty to pray for Ewere and Otome. Ewere and Otome. To wake up in the morning and tell their children, Ijawere kunukeja, unuweja unuhu abaha. But go and look at Yoruba, they does that very well. Ejekada Abadua, Ejekame this, Ejekame that. Yoruba does that for their children. But most of our elders has forgotten all this. Many of our culture have been baptized. They fight us in our land and they win us. Why? Because we don't recognize it. You go to Biafra and Igala people, they found themselves in a very dangerous location. And when it looks as if their culture and tradition want to be bastardized, the Ata of Igala simply said to them, anything you like, go and do. But for this palace, it remains Uminala. Most of you don't know, Vulture don't go to that place. Most of you don't know, Kwenamina and her entourage that came to Islamize Biafra land before now, all of them died in Kogi State. In the hand of the father of the Ata of Igala. They decree and they come to pass. Because this is their land. Go and check all the governors of Kogi State. Anyone that have run, antagonized that man, their history has always been that of evil. Go and ask Obasanjo. Because the man understands the need why you take authority over your vicinity. Spiritual authority. Our people in diaspora. Open your window sometime. Look at the direction of where you are coming from. And take authority. Tell God they will saw the leg you used to come to wherever you are. They will see the leg you used to come back home. And then any idiot who don't want you to come back home will die before you come. Because the day you prepare to come back home, anybody that say you are not going to come home will die because you must come home. And that is why Solomon prayed and say, oh Lord, remember this time when Biafrans will be scattered across the globe. Oh Lord, and they remember where they are coming from, and they face towards that direction of this temple we have built, of course in Jerusalem, in Biafra land. And they call upon your name. Remember Chukwokika Biama that they have scattered. Please bring them home. You think it's about the Israel in the Middle East? Now you know. Because I didn't say buy fowl and share blood and do it. No. I say open your door. Open your window. You know the direction you are coming from. If you don't know, find out. Beckon on your place. The Petros of faith understand all these things. All of them were Ordenala people and Uminala. How long did you do that? When people threaten us with juju and other things, we look at them and we smile. Not because we have our own power. They will have the earth to fight with. They will have the wind to fight with. They will have the water to fight with. Because we know how to take spiritual authority over our vicinity. But the rule is don't soil your hand. Biafrans today don't soil their hand. But yet they are not in charge of their spiritual environment because they do not know how to perform this ritual. And of course, I will stop here and let our line be open. Tomorrow, hopefully by the grace of God, we move ahead to how some of these rituals are being performed. Because believe me, we have to go home. When we talk about our culture and tradition, it looks as if, oh, there is something we are doing that is evil. Nothing evil there. Our culture remain our culture and our tradition remain our tradition. I'll be back in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, Biafrans all over the world, America stand up! Ipob, West America, America, America. White to the white, to the white. The radio station with Ladies and gentlemen, Biafrans all over the world, of New York. Just like we all know,
This information is directed to the IPOB in the United States of America. Going with all our leaders, Mazi has recently said we must do the needful.
if you have not joined IPOB family yet, or you intend to support the struggle for the restoration of Biafra, now is the time.
To join IPOB family in the New York, please call our state coordinator, Mazi David Ezekwesili, on 832-245-5640, or the New York State Deputy,
Mazi Izu Okoli Ubadike, on 646-645-8237.
Other zone coordinators include Bronx Zone 1 and Mazi Dr. Ekweme on +164-664-43957. Ize Obina
+192-9509-8008.
Staten Island, Mazi John on 347-203-0871.
Pastor Thomas 6462269487.
Brooklyn Zone,
Saint Abalakwe
AM on +16-46-52-36-5246.
Queens/Long Island,
Mazi Elochukwu
164-6956-6219.
Bronx Zone 2, Wada Beatrice on 347-5177-934.
Or Reverend Jeff.
You live anywhere in the U.S. and you want to join or contribute, call our national coordinator, Dr. Okoro, or our national deputy coordinator, Wada Lady Prestige. Or you are a woman in the USA, you can join our women wing. Call Wada Mommy Okafor on 121-571-57709. Also, if you want to contribute, USA will not fail our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, or disappoint our motherland, Biafra. All hail Biafra, Biafra, we hail you. Signed, David Ezekwesili, New York State Coordinator.
Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line once again is 081-221-52971. And the special number for the female is 081 288 586 14. 081 288 586 14. And you're free to call in. Let's know your view and opinion regarding that, because this is the time for Biafrans to rise up and take over their possession. The time we need to understand what our ancestors taught all of us, what we are supposed to do on daily basis. In the Christendom, it implies taking over spiritual authority. You decree a thing, it come to pass. Our ancestors used certain words most of us will consider as maybe they are boasting. But believe me, they are not boasting. They know the truth and they live the truth.
Announcement. There will be a 7 days praise victory march by IPOB and Biafrans worldwide from Thursday 25th of June 2020 to Wednesday 1st of July 2020. Theme: all the people of Biafra shall shout great shout of praises to Chukwu Okike Abiama. The walls of Nigeria shall fall down flat. Joshua chapter 6 verses 1 to 5 and Acts of the Apostles chapter 16 verses 25 to 26. On all these days only praises, thanksgiving, worship, shouts of victory, joyful songs will be given to Chukwu Okike Abiama. Call our Father Chukwu Okike Abiama sweet names, both in local languages and in Bible references, referring to his mighty works and power, such as I am that I am, ocean divider, ancient of days, impossibility specialist, glory of Israel, King of kings, Lord of lords, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, consuming fire, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai, Alpha and Omega, our defender, eternal rock of ages, Okechi, Ekwueme, Honorie Loreni, Chikadibia, Obatobie, Abasimbong, Tamuno, Ogene, Aiba, in your local dialects, and so on and so forth. No prayer requests or complaints or supplications or lamentations or intercessions or petitions or binding and loosing will be made. It's a season of celebration of our departure and everlasting freedom from Nigeria. Fasting is not included. Scriptures to read are Day 1, Thursday, 25th of June 2020, Psalm 65, Psalm 66, Psalm 100, and Revelation chapter 7. Day 2, Friday, 26th of June 2020, Psalm 8, Psalm 9, Exodus 15, and Revelation chapter 5, verses 7 to 14. Day 3, Saturday, 27th of June 2020, Psalm 18, Psalm 124, Judges chapter 5, and Isaiah 25. Day 4, Sunday, 28th of June 2020, Psalm 81, Psalm 136, 2 Samuel 22, Revelation chapter 1, verses 7 to 11 and 17 to 18. Day 5, Monday, 29th of June 2020, Psalm 117, Psalm 138, 1 Chronicles 29, verses 11 to 20, and Habakkuk chapter 3. Day 6, Tuesday, 30th of June 2020, Psalm 92, Psalm 118, 1 Samuel 2, 1 to 10, Luke chapter 1, verses 46 to 55, and 67 to 79. Day 7, Wednesday, 1st of July 2020, Psalm 106, Psalm 107, Deuteronomy chapter 32, 1 to 44, Revelation 18, and Revelation 19, 1 to 6. Chukwu Okike Abiama has given us victory over our numerous enemies and has delivered us by his mighty hand. To him alone be all the glory forever and ever. He said, prepared by Evangelist Uzaku Nwokike, signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Committee. Shalom.
Shalom. We must continue. Caller on the WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Okorio Kobwe. I'm from Amankalalai. I'm very grateful to all your teachings. I thank God immensely for your life. I pray that all the things you people are fighting for us will move according to God's plan. Before the war, we saw everything that happened up to this time. We participated in everything that happened before. The spirit is willing this time around, but the body is weak. I also want to correct the impression one of our brother used to make. The young man living in America, Elenya Uche. So I want to correct him. Though you know, so many people, they didn't do history in school. He's a broker. He's a brokers. He normally say Odumwaya. There is nothing like Odumwaya. We normally say Old Bend. Old Bend, of which Umwaya is a part of Old Bend. Isukwato. Anuchukwu. Now having their own local government and having their own local government, all of us are from Old Bend. So wherever Mr. Elenyuche is, let him take that correction. Thank you very much.
We must continue. Caller on the line. Your name and where you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Good evening. Go ahead, please. Caller on the line. Your name. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening, sir. My name is Ugochukwu Oka from Opanko in Enugu province. George Onyeibe, I thank you people for the work that you people are doing for us. I thank our leader, Mazi Oku Kano, the leader of tomorrow, the leader of next tomorrow, the leader of next year, the leader of many, many years. I thank him. I thank Uche Mofo, our deputy leader, the leader upon leader. I thank Nanyanya, the leader of Ndino people, into where women say, in fact, George Onyeibe, I'm happy to get you this evening. I have to use my dialect. Can I use my dialect, sir?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, but I'm from a boy state to a boy province in Iko. Ndibai lo wo fun mebe den krunu. Lo mbedon bu Ugochukwu Okaleg. Chile nsobo putumu. Be efo fowa. Nile mede fro ya blebo nye Iku. Chile a boy province. Chile okutumu Iku. Nga silete budo onye Ipob. Ndi not people of Biafra. Nga male tibido etima di hwenge ye melelu wowa. Maka mi hwenge ye melelu wowa bi kwesi tonwa. Cho chiche han. Ma that namu the can double our leader. Oh, well, the reason why a good day to the lower. Maka jadi me no go. Gama that namu the can double Onyeibe no karam. That's that leator against Obuta Uro why do on. Then I also log while I go good for you. Lani so carbon do log I go good for a log or but what Peter Weko, one shalom. In fact, there are many than Oruanta. I am do to right. Than I just will Onyeibe. Than I this water 5 naira who are you? Than I have to break the teacher. I have to break the teacher. Than I will Namu the car. Now you remember the from Diko now that when you talk a lot of Okutumiku. That is no great player Okutumiku. Because I judge the members get sense Okutumiku. But what can make no great at all. Then I do your head entire Bamba but you big a food that you have made a long time ago. So what are they made no great Okutumiku? that lended this opportunity to a boy state coordinator, the coordinator, Biko. Ya Bamba Chambiko Jele, Okutumiku, and maybe me no great Okutumiku. I'm not begotten to the George Onyeibe. And I thank you this night. But Coach Kadiam, I agree with you, sir. Be with our leader, Mazi Namudu Kukano. Be with our deputy leader, Uchemefo. And also, what am I going to call yourself? In fact, George Onyeibe, I'm happy.
Thank you very much.
Happy.
We must continue.
I'm happy. Thank you, sir.
Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Mazi Onyeibe.
Monitoring spirits. Go ahead, please.
Mazi Onyeibe, those people who carry Amaderege. Biafrans all over the world. May the peace of people who carry Biafra continue to dwell upon every one of us all over the world. They do them for we don't quote the carry Amaderege, Ezubo Dede. Say the letter, Omunna, Biafra. Say Naiga did free from slavery all over the world. Because you just don't know that you are all slaves. You think we are insulting you. We are not insulting anybody. We are telling you that you say our leader, say the name Kano, is the savior of the world, not even you alone. Dara. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Say the Onye nzọpụta, hey, Chukwu Okike abịa na-eleta gị anya, sị gị bịa nzọpụta ụmụ Biafra, because we Biafras, we don't even know who we are. But let's turn, go back to your roots and serve your God, Chukwu Okike abịa. In the ancient way of our ancestors, do you know that Chukwu Okike abịa gave us power to bring the rain down and stop the rain? Do you know? Do you know that Chukwu Okike abịa gave us power? We can travel from here to India without entering plane. Dara. Adeboya Pope is deceiving you people. But listen, Mark chapter 13, God study it. In the time of Jesus Christ, he tried to save those generations that time. As we have these evil men this time, you turn him for us to be worshiping him. Are you stupid? We are going into another age. Who said America will have their elections? Who said? Without Biafra being restored. For what? They are killing us there. They are inside our backyard. And you are telling us that my beloved father, I continue to respect you because I know that a foolish youth, when he grows old to become an elder, he will still be a foolish elder. So now Trump, my beloved father, you are highly honored by me. My beloved father, declare Biafra. That is why to put you there. Oh, our leader has tried to prove that he is disciplined. Have you not maintained the same determination enshrined by United Nations? They are killing us and helping our own mothers. We are here with support. If America, see, let me tell you, you are a race like we Biafra here. We have scientists here. In America, we have professors. It's because they have not realized that Adeboya Pope is deceiving them. That is why they want to tell us to change from our roots and begin to do. Okay, when I like our Biafra, the age of our women are the women are not time. So we not to pay his Takayaba. Unlock Eba. I had the regular for more than Alabia. Obuaka, the Motobu. Obuapo, a gadem. A gadem. Under the election, you won't know money after the man. Every religion It is the fight of kingdom of darkness and light. So even if you are a Christian, the only savior you have now as a Biafra, no matter your religion you are worshiping, then IPOB immediately and to go to the back of our leader, remember, you governors, even Biafra in the military, in the Navy, anywhere you have found yourself, it's Mark chapter 13, just verse 30, from verse 32 to 36. It may come this night, or it may come, let nobody. But you know one thing. Amado is still resolute. Only people that Biafra get a done on our phone. Upon the age of Nana, Nala, Umawa, Oparabo, hey, Duros, Walega, Umawa, Duros, Nazuko, Attack a Biafra, don't see, don't go, Ponda, Uma, Nona, America.
Thank you very much.
And the journey Umlayo, and the Shulula Mama, Makapa, and Makanda, and Azula. When you put the Biafra, get a dog, I got a language. That's only the shit. Oh, I have
very much. Almost hit Biafra. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there, Onyeibe.
Go ahead. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on your time zone. My name's Mazi Andy Onyeka. I hail from Abatete. Abatete is in Idemili, Omamba, Biafra land. By the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, I am the Italy National PRO. I want to use this opportunity on behalf of the IPOB family here in Italy to thank our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for all the good efforts, all the good works he's doing. We appreciate it. We here, IPOB family in Italy. I want to use this opportunity also to greet our deputy leader, Mazi Uchemefo, our HOD, Mazi Chike Doziem, and our European rep, Mazi Austin Abanyum. We are assuring you people here in Italy, from Italy, that Italy is doing everything possible to see that IPOB worldwide, especially from Italy, we will put hands together to restore the Biafra. On behalf of the National Coordinator of Italy, Mazi Romano Sokoro, and all the zonal coordinators, all the IPOB family members, we are assuring the Biafran people all over the world, especially those in Biafra land, that are confronting, or rather receiving from the Zoom military. We are doing everything possible here in Italy not to let you people down. In fact, Italy is doing marvelous and will continue to do, notwithstanding just a few months that the new national was appointed to Italy. On the ground, everything are working fine, and we never relent. We will continue to march. Mazi Onyeibe, Chukwu will continue to guide you. I always like when you will sing that your song, Onyeibe. I always like it. At any time I will say, you keeping on as our deputy leader will always tell us.
Thank you very much.
Biafrans, as Onyendu keep on telling us that we are going home, and definitely we are going home. So everybody don't relent. We will continue to march. On behalf of IPOB Italy, I'm saying, may Chukwu guide all of us until we march into those glorious land, the Biafra.
Thank you very much.
And God bless.
We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi Onyeibe, good evening.
Good evening
Shalom,
from
sir.
here. Shalom. Go ahead, please.
My name is Yadem Moriki. I hail from Ohafia. I'm living at Aba. I thank Yahweh for all of you. I thank Yahweh for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how Yahweh is using him to run this race. And I thank Yahweh for Mazi Chemefo, the deputy. He's a man worthy of emulation. Thank Yahweh for you, Mazi George Onyeibe, and I thank Yahweh for Mazi Odilo. How Yahweh is protecting you. Unu gaa n'iru Yahweh nna nọnyere unu. Onye ahụ Yahweh nọnyere nwe ihe pụrụ ime ya. Unu ga-arụchakwa n'ọrụ unu n'udo. But the Bible said in Isaiah 58 verse 14, Yahweh said, if you treat my Shabbat as sacred and do not pursue your own interest on that day, if you value my holy day and honor it by not traveling or talking idly or speaking idle words, that Yahweh will exalt that person. I thank Yahweh for the message Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave on Wednesday. He is in line, and Yahweh is with him. He says, fear you not, for I am with you. I will protect you, and I will guide you. Yahweh will guide all of you. Yahweh will protect you. No evil eye will see you. No evil hand will touch you. Any evil hand that will rise up against you people, Yahweh will paralyze that hand. Any evil eye that will look upon you, Yahweh will blindfold that eye forever and ever. They will never see good in life. This I pray in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh bless you.
Thank you very much, ma. We must continue. And of course, we must not forget what we are looking at this evening. It is simply trying to harness our ancestral blessings. So many blessings. Today, you will be going somewhere. Nobody will say safe journey. Nobody will say welcome. Of course, in your language. Of course, in a very spiritual manner. Nobody can come out and stand on their own and talk to their ancestors. Talk to God through their ancestors. Joseph knew this secret. Isaac knew this secret. Jacob knew this secret. And that is why they say, the God of my father, the God of my father Abraham, the God of my father Isaac, the God of my father, not the God of Oyedepu, the God of Oduduwa, the God of Odukoya. No, the God of my father. They led all these examples for us. But I wish we could embrace this truth, that we might be able to enjoy our ancestral blessing. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm there. Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening from here.
Go ahead, please.
And good evening to Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Most Favored Onyeibe. I come from Ozobro. Ozobro is in Ekusigo, Newu province, Biafran land, and I'm calling you from Kingdom of Netherlands. where I'm serving indigenous people in the capacity of national PRO. Mazi, I must thank you for the good work, and I must thank you for this evening edition. Yes, we are still on it, and I thank God that the teachings is entering. But Mazi, I have something to ask or a contribution to make. Now, you said when you were analyzing, making the analysis of the broadcast, you said something about the 4 cardinal points: the Unkwo, the Eke, the Orie, and the Afo. Mazi, do you know that this same thing you also describe, you made also a description using the Star of David? Now, Mazi, I want to tell Biafrans and those listening that they should just go to Google and type the Nigerian flag, the flag of Nigeria between 1914 to 1960. Mazi, lo and behold, do you know that this same inscription of the Star of David, the true triangle, it was there. It's been there in our flag. Now, the question now I want to ask: the British and our people, or let's say the British that concocted that flag and put it in our flag, that very old flag, that very flag between 1914 to 1960 is British flag, and together with this Star of David, and inside of it is crown. Now I want to ask, can they just explain it? Do they have any explanation for
the point is, when you look at that Star of David, it will shock you the Bible never mentioned of it.
Make our story as if we don't know who
the
we
Bible
are,
never talk about that Star of David.
That we are Israel, or Israel we originated from Israel, or Israel originated from us. But we are the two same people. We are two people in the whole world that has Star of David in their flag. Even the Zoo, the Nigeria from 1914 to 1960, the same Star of David today is in the Israel flag. That's the Israel flag. So in fact, I'm just happy as you're just bringing up all these things, because the British, what is the connection of, even if it's the Britain that designed it, what is the connection of the old Nigeria or the Nigerian during the pre-colonial era? What is the connection with that very 4 cardinal points? The Unkwo, the Eke, the Ori, the Afo, the Iru, the Azuaka, and Hakebe. This is, I'm glad we are going back and we are bringing all this information back. We and them, we are together. So this is just my submission. Every Biafran listening to this should just go to Google and type the Biafra, the Nigerian flag between 1914 to 1960. It's just there. It's plain. It's obvious for everyone to see. This is my submission, and I say Chukwu Abiyama will continue to bless you as you continue to as in you are just bringing all the information they've taken away from us. Now we will know better who we are, and I must not forget to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our deputy Chukwu Abiyama will bless you, and Chukwu Abiyama will use you guys to pilot this affair. We are going home. Thank you, Mazi, and I sign out from here.
Thank you. We must continue. Like I said, that Star of David was one of the things that led Mongo Park, that one of the things that led the Landa brothers, that led all of them to come to Omambara. They took it from Omambara. Most of our fathers now will not tell us. They practically came for that symbol you call the Star of David. The real metal was taken from Anambra State. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Mazi George.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It depends your time zone. My name is Chukwemeke from Igbodo. Igbodo is Eka. Eka is Abo. Biafra land. George Onyeibe, I thank you so much for your good work. I thank you so much for your program this evening. And I use this opportunity to thank our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his deputy Uchemofo and all the whole IPOB post office all over the world. I say, may God Chukwu Abiyama bless you. In the mighty name of Chukwu Abiyama, I pray. Mazi George Onyeibe, we are angry for what is happening in our land, the way they clean us. But I want to go straight to my point concerning your statement this evening. Mazi George Onyeibe, just what I want to find out, because you talk about wearing our traditional cap, like lead cap and black cap, all those things. George Onyeibe, I want to find out if this lead cap that our elder are wearing, if it's made by only our elder, or be made by young people also, because I begin to find out that most of our people, like their children, let me say 5 years, 8 years, 10 years children, they will dress them and put up that lead cap on their head. So I want to find out if that cap made by everybody, or is it for only our elder that wear that lead cap? Mazi Onyeibe, this is what I want to find out, sir.
Yes, without dumbling into that area, of course, hopefully we will look at it tomorrow. Those caps were meant for only the elder. The cap was meant for only the elder. Only the elders. There is a position a charge get to. He can be recognized as an elder. There are certain things, achievement a child can have. They will permit that child. But it was strictly for elders. I told you, I have regard for that cap because I saw my father. He don't pull it anyhow. He don't keep it anyhow. And he started by wearing the red one. Then later on, he changed to the black one. I have never asked him, why did he change? But I know that he went to village, and after certain meeting, maybe he was demoted, maybe he was promoted. I will say it is strictly for elders.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And I'm not hearing you clearly, but let me go second to my point. And the second one, you said that like before, I used to like my father when my father is alive. If somebody are traveling, or maybe somebody are traveling or going somewhere, my father will say, "Ijewele, ikejijewele, ejeneluno." All those things. But like
let
you say,
Mazi Onyeibe, since 10 years now, has anybody greeted you like that?
No.
But people don't notice these things. People don't notice them. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So nowadays, I don't hear it when you are traveling. People will say "Ijewele," all those things like you said. I hardly see it this time and days, so I don't know the reason why we abandon all those wishing, because I take it as a wish. Somebody, because when you are traveling, somebody will say "Ijewele," meaning that he wish you good luck. So I begin to wonder why is now we didn't tell our people or our children or our father all those things. We didn't wish them all those things nowadays. This is what I'm beginning to find out, George Onyeibe. So George Onyeibe, thank you so much for educating us, and may God Chukwukikabiyama bless you. Let me give time to other people. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I sign off from here.
Yes. We must learn to embrace our ancestral blessing. When you see somebody, we say shalom, 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 Onyeibe. But this is a way of wishing you peace. You don't condemn it because you think it's a foreign language or Igbo man language. But if I say Udo, I'm supposed to be saying shalom. Instead of you telling me shalom, why don't you tell me Udo? Oh, one is black man shalom, the other one is yellow man shalom. But I tell you the truth. Your God understands your language more than others, and he will be ready to respond to your language more than others. But I won't digress on this study. But what I'm trying to say in effect is that Onyezi ajemu ugbo ya salwa. And don't want Onyezi jenwatu ugbo ye ne emiri okara. Let us understand the need to take over spiritual authority over our environment, over our vicinity. You see, a lot of things will change in our life. Can you hear me, caller, on WhatsApp? Are you still there?
Hello, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead.
Mazi, my name's Bright. I'm from Imo State. Also, and I'm from the local government. The local government is in Biafra land. Mazi, I want to thank you for the good work you're doing, and I want to thank our deputy leader, Mazi, and I want to thank the Hamadike one, the man the kind of our time. The only man that said the truth and let the truth be true. The only man that is you. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. I'm so happy to see our people coming up every day. No matter the circumstances, no matter the obstacles on the way. As a one around Onyeibe. When I go on the road, they go now go to back. Let's go back to our roots. Because then I, however, only one is you that people I that understand. And then am I or the guy and I was waking up. I could remember back in the days. I don't know to now put on the international margin now put on the I let our ancestors may procedure what project how they happy. And back in the days, those people are the ones saying the truth. Those people are the ones that don't hide the truth. Those people are the ones who never grew into how they go. And they went up and late. But some of us now we embrace the white man code. The white men bring you what to practice, why they don't practice it. Then I wonder why some of us are meditate. We don't practice what we teach. Just look at what is happening in our land. And they be killing every day, every day. People that are supposed to talk, they're not supposed to talk. All they care is their tithe and the offering. How to buy private jet and other things. I'm going through Facebook the other day when our Biafra brother is talking to our bishop or a catechist or something like that, talking to him about Biafra. I was surprised at Ibo man. I was surprised the Biafran castigating Biafran. Why? Because it has been bought over. Why? Because always as in the mentality is in him that he couldn't see clear. Those are the people that are supposed to speak for us. Those are the people that are supposed to speak for us about the killings that happen all over Biafra land. But they can't say it because what they are getting from the new government. Let's go back to let the truth be true. That is why I like Mazi, I like Ipob, and you Mazi don't you know have some man and now buy you. That guy left a man and then you know if you are in this our struggle, before you say anything, you think about it. The guy has a mistake. You don't tell me like that. Or you say something, you regret. No, before you say anything in this our platform, you know that learned people learned people listening to you all over the world. Before you say anything on social media, you have to think about it. You don't just if you say something I don't like, if I have your number direct, I will call you. I will not come on social media. Everybody lives wrong. Nobody is perfect. I can't just be saying something like that. I will just tell you the way it is, only private, so that tomorrow you amend your way. Tomorrow you take it the way it is. But I want to let you know something. Some people now they are looking for a slight mistake. Share. That is what we want to say. Anybody making our agitation, before you say anything, think about it. The enemy is social media. The enemy is looking for a slight mistake for them to use against us. But you could Gabriel Gabara Yakebe. Mazi Onyeibe raise my case. Thank you very much, Mazi.
We must continue. Are you there, caller on the line?
Hello, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Gawaniru.
Ana m ekene unu n'ọrụ unu na-arụ unu na-eme ọfụma. Ihe unu na-eme na-ata anyị ụtọ ebe ọ bụla ihe a na-ekwu maka ya bụ Biafra. biko achọrọ m iji ohere a biko si ka a kọnekt anyị anyị na-achọ ebe a na-eme mitin ya biko na anyị ewetewuri ebe a ana m ekene unu n'ọrụ niile ọkacha onye isi anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu tupu ya agọzie ya gọzie unu niile bụ ndị jụrụ ego na-agbara anyị mbọ n'obodo a ụba anyị akechiri nkanụ ihe ndị Fulani na-eme ekwesịghị dịka onye ọbụla bụ onye wụrụ ara nne ya nabata ndị Fulani nabata obodo ọzọ n'obodo anyị a ihe ha na-eme anyị na-agba anya mmiri ndị hapụrụ be ha bịa na be anyị wee bịa biri jụ na enweghị ihe ndị be anyị na-eme ma na ugbo ma n'ahịa ma n'ebe ọbụla ma na mmiri Chineke ga na-agọzi unu bụ ndị jụrụ ego wee na-ejere anyị ije ọkacha Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ego niile ebunye karịa ọdụ ego si na ihe ya chọrọ bụ Biafra tupu ya anọnyere unu nọnyere ezinụlọ unu niile ana m asị ya jisie ike na ndị nọnyere ya karịrị ndị na-emegide ya ndị nọnyere ya karịrị ndị na-emegide ya Chineke ga na-agọzi ya n'aha Chukwu Okike abịa ma Maazị
Ise. Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening. Good evening, my brother, Mazi George Onyeibe.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening to you all Biafrans. Mazi George Onyeibe, my name na Onyedekachi Joseph Ejase. I am from Ifite in Orumba province, Biafran land. In Orumba province, Biafran land. Mazi Onyeibe, this your topic is so beautiful. You see, it's time for our people to wake up and recognize their ancestors, their father, their grandfather. That is our ancestors. When you recognize them, things will move well for you. You also get mepe. You recognize your ancestors. You see things moving well for you, not this thing they are deceiving us with slave mentality. Oh my God, I don't want to go back.
They were those greetings they used to greet us in those days. They will use that cow tail or whatever tail it is. They will use it to tap your back. They will tell you, "Gane JJ na bata bata." They hit it on your body. Nobody can block your way. Honestly.
Where are these our tradition? Everything is gone, right? Everything is gone. Mazi Onyeibe, I want to use this as a testimony. I am here, gallivanting everywhere. Been problem everywhere. Anything other, it will be going well with them. When I put my hand, it will go bad. But I have to go back. I do the needful. Now, this country, working permit, you see, that is my good news. It's not about praying. You recognize your father, your ancestors, who made this land for you, who nurtured you. You see? Mazi Onyeibe, there is something I wanted to talk about. It happens here in Orum last Saturday. They were protecting against this George Floyd. This one guy that American police shot in America. They were protecting in Orum. So I went there. I tried to fill my name and I came out, I started speaking, and then I started lecturing people about Biafra, Oyibo people, everyone. I told them, you people were, protesting against one person killed in America. I'm not saying it's bad. It's the right thing to do. But did you guys know how many millions die every month? Let me say every month in Biafra land. Did anybody talk to you about that? And they were shocked. Immediately they were clapping for me. One Yoruba and the Benin guy start start making noise. Nah, that is not what we are here from. We are here for fighting for George Floyd. I said, what is up? What is what is George Floyd?
Because they are killing our people. They want to know. That is it.
You see, so he tried to interrupt me on that program. After then, he said the Benin people, they will gather, they will beat me if I come out anytime again and say anything about Biafra when they are doing anything like protest like that. I said, okay, no problem. Yesterday, day before yesterday, Saturday, they want to do it again. I went there with my flag. The other time I didn't go with my flag, but this time I went there with my flag. And none of them were there because I'm prepared for them. They know I'm very, very mad. If you come in Biafra, you must be careful because you are playing with my life. You see? So Biafrans, please wake up. Come back home. Our tradition is there is nothing beautiful more than our tradition. These are why we are suffering. We abandon our.
Imagine now. They say every Biafran forever, wherever you are, straight forth your hand towards Biafra land. And then decree over Biafra land. Imagine those Fulani, they will run away. They will run away. But some of us can't even talk. You can't even talk. For your house, if you can't talk. The rituals our father perform every day, we don't know them. Because somebody told us, Acentrakos, oh Lord my God, deliver me from Acentrakos. Your ancestors have blessing that made them travel the world without navigating system, blessing that made them go to locations they do not know, they come back, blessing that made them to manufacture telecommunication gadgets, fly rockets, create rockets, and every other thing without going to China or Japan.
I'm telling you, Mazi Onyeibe, let our people come back home. Coming back home is to recognize our ancestors. Our ancestors, they are not evil. Our ancestors, how can a father be evil to his son? It's nowhere, it's never done. That is what is keeping us. Recognize your ancestors so that things will be well for you, so that you will feel happy. There is this happiness you will get in you, the joy you will have in you. You will never experience this in your life. You recognize your ancestors. May God bless you, George.
Thank you very
God
much.
Bless you,
but before you log out, you just give testimony. Yeah. Call home and do testimony offering for somebody at home. That testimony.
That one is not sure.
Just make sure you bless one papa or one mama at home. Thank you very much. We must. Also, yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes.
High priest. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Mazi, George, Onyeibe. Good evening, Biafrans, wherever you are. Good morning, good night, depending your time zone. I just called to encourage our people. First of all, I need to thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama for his infinite mercy upon the life of Biafrans, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who makes himself available for Chukwu Okike Abiyama to use him and deliver the people of Biafra. Mazi Uchemefo, the deputy leader, and all the continental rep, especially my African rep. I need to thank you for the work you're doing, and all the broadcasters. I need to thank them also. I want to make just an announcement. First of all, the zoo is in trouble. The way we have been eating the zoo for the past 6 months, the way we have been sounding on them, the zoo is really, really in trouble. And one of the major factors that we use in destroying the zoo is Twitter. In as much as we are doing more work in media, but Twitter is giving us a very, very advantage. And I want to make an announcement. Every coordinator in Biafran land, every coordinator, you must open a Twitter account. It is a must. Every coordinator, you must open a Twitter account. And every zone, every unit, every zone, every unit, every state must have a Twitter account. Every senatorial must have a Twitter account. Every local government must have a Twitter account. And even the coordinator must have a Twitter account. And as soon as you open your Twitter account, please submit it to your Twitter head. Every state has its Twitter head. Even the national has its Twitter. So this is a very special announcement. Every zone, everybody, you must, because this is a time to mount more pressure to the zoo. This is the time to hit the zoo more harder, because we need to keep this tempo. We need to keep this momentum going. We need to keep this tempo going, because the zoo is really in this area. Can you imagine what happened in Ghana yesterday? Because they know that there was no president. If there is a president, why would Aisha? Why there will be a shooting in Asarok and no, the president didn't do anything. Whatever that is happening to zoo, nobody to talk. The deputy is not there. Bruta is nowhere to be found. The presidency, let me use their word, the presidency is nowhere to be found. So this is a very nice advantage for the Biafrans to make sure that we use the Twitter and hit them more harder. So that is the announcement I come to make this night. Mazi Onyeibe, may you continue, keep on keeping on. May Chukwu Kadoma always guide and protect you. In Chukadoma's name I pray.
You see, thank you very much. God remain faithful, even unto the end. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? But of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. But what to do? Go ahead, please, caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead,
Hello,
please.
good evening.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Chika, calling from Mitogo. I'm very much happy this evening to get you online, because your line is very, very hot. I like your topic this evening. Let me thank my able leader, Mazi Kano, and every IPOP. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm very much happy to get you. What I want to ask this evening concerning what you said is very, very good. That to get back to our ancestors, the way of life, the way our forefathers have been living. There's a question I want to ask, because I've been, in my own understanding, Moses, I want to know the power that Moses used to break the Red Sea. Is it the way of life, the way the Christian people are going now, or our ancestors' way to break the Red Sea? Because I know, since I've been reading Bible, Old Testament, I've never seen where Moses said in the name of Jesus. But Moses connect God direct and break the Red Sea. Because sometimes our people do not understand this, the way to follow God. Do you understand me? That is why I said that this evening I will ask you, Moses, the name that Moses used to break the Red Sea, is it the name of Jesus or the name of the Most High God in heaven? The way our ancestors used to connect God. Please.
Now, if you want me to give you the Bible account, Moses was the first person God revealed his name to. And so before Moses, everybody called him the God of our ancestors. And so when Moses met God, he said, God said to him, go back and tell Pharaoh. He said, who do I tell Pharaoh sent me? And then God said to him, tell him the God of your ancestors. Moses said, no, you have a name. Now, what I cannot say clearly is that the Bible translation will say for the first time, God revealed his name, Jehovah, to Moses. But I do not believe that Jehovah, because the Jewish do not have J in their alphabet. And so I will not agree it's Jehovah. Maybe it's Elohim, maybe it's Shammah, maybe it's another name. But it is on record that Moses was the first person to receive the revelation of God's name. That having been said, if you go back to Exodus chapter 14, verse 14, where God actually rebuked Moses and asked him to stop praying, he asked him to stretch forth his rod towards the sea and it will part. And so I will categorically tell you there was no specific record of the type of prayer he used, but rather he obeyed the instruction given to him by Elohim. So if you want to know if he used the name of Jesus, no, he did not. Even though the book of Hebrew went on to say that Jesus was actually with them in the wilderness, but they never knew he was the rock that Moses struck. That account can be
Thank you
found
very
in Hebrew.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do you know why I asked you this question? I asked this question a few months ago. There's no one that give me that answer. Because I know I'm an Igbo man, Igbo Biafran. I know that all this prayer the white man brought to us. That is why I used to tell them, let us call ourselves Christian. Because everyone that follows the Bible is a Christian. Because I know I'm a Jewish. Because I do circumcision, both my children, which means I'm a Jewish. If you call me Christian, maybe that Christian is the name they give to you in Antioch. So because of those people that used to die because of religion, that is why I ask this question here. Because the way our people is going about religion, I told them that religion is your problem. Religion have made you to be thinking very stupid. See, because if that and the people that do not bring the religion, there will not be problem. Muslim was created by Muhammad. Christian was created by Constantine, the one that legalized it. But Judaism is a way of life. Because I find out that what Moses used to break the Red Sea, in my own place is like Ofo. I believe that is Ofo. The way our ancestors used to go. But now they brought us Christianity. Because the white man know if we continue the way of our ancestors, we will defeat them. Because the history that I heard that the Osman Afodio came to Igbo land, to Biafra land, there was killed. A lot of them, all of them died. Because they don't believe in that way the white man brought to us. They follow the way of the ancestors. Which means the white man know that if we continue that way, we will defeat them. They brought us their own religion. Then we capture it. Now we are fighting for religion. If you talk about religion, some people will start crying as if the religion is their father's name. But they forget that the religion was created by two people, Christian and Muslim. But Judaism is your way of life because I'm an Igbo man. I'm living in Africa. But who told me that I have to do circumcision to my children? It is my ancestors. That is what I want to ask this evening because you have clarified it. Because of those who don't know anything about religion. May God bless you. May God bless you very much. My people, you people should stop fighting for religion you do not know. Religion was brought by the foreigners. Follow your ancestors according to the Bible. May God bless you all. God help you.
Almost in Biafra. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, my brother. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, I need to speak in my dialect so that my people will hear my voice very well because something bad really happened in our place today. Ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m ana m ekele unu nwa ada ụlọ ọma na-akpọ biko enwere ihe mere na ụmụaka today this early morning ụmụaka oke foreign wiwi na ihe m na-ekwu biko ọ na-abụ unu primary school ị gara school na-azụ ya ka ihe a mere. A man that was coming back from morning mass this morning was killed by Fulani herdsmen. And people are posting it without giving the details of where the story happened. Please, my brothers, can I help with now what the iberibe on the Fulani also? Let them go, let the youth go inside the bush, search for them, and start killing them. What is all this? My brother, do you know that in Ebenator where I came from, Ebenator, these people came there and the youth pursued them away. And unfortunately, their cow fell on one of the valley there. You know, these people came back again and started chasing everybody away. Ebenator Ekwe. Or be very close to Omaka. It's like I don't know. They said the letter, the usual letter called their Fulani headman or whatever, the head of them or whosoever it may be. No, our people are told you. These people around all lie up in order to finish us. And our people are not got a sign, more crazy. They are not got a sign. Because my people, ebe na-ata ekwe ụmụaka ụmụnne m biko eji m Chineke arị unu gather youth unu. Gather youth. Government will not help you people. Nigerian ministry will not help you people. Police will not help you people. Army can never and will never help you people because all how won't be because this is the information that I want to give this night. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, Onyeibe.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Depend wherever you are. Thank you. We thank you so much for what you have been doing for your children. We thank you. We thank our leader, Mazi. Nandekano. We thank our deputy. We thank all the whole principal officer for IPOB. We thank everybody. Mazi Judge Onyeibe, I just want to use this opportunity to call upon our people, our normal people, for what we have been doing since all this while. Umunem dodoni, umunem ndi aliomane, ndi aliomandi, aliocha, ndi seluku, ndi ukwale. Elejo guna gana agwono ne, ainidonyo ule. Dodoni, ainidonyo ule, nwe huzo baba mane unwenyi. Na huzo baba mane mekihe, ndi flan, ndi hesmen lime, ubudanyi. Ne mani ke kado, bebe, eche, alienyi. Dodoni, ono efa mwa ule kuni ukun, Dodoni, ewe waponi mefa, efa mwa ule kukuni uche, Eduardo. Onyu mude kan, umude from abo from Anyoma Biafra land. Dodoni, ne huzo bakoma no nungwe ihe ndị lacho na eme, ne mani ka kado me about our security, and ihe ndị leme na alienyi. Ne huzo mani ka kado chikumu mwenye, ne mani kwa many people la nulum this evening. Ọbụlụ ndị anyị ọcha ndị ise lukwu ndị ọnịchugbu ndị ezi ụkala okwute ụkala kpụnọ ndị ọnịchukwu ndị isi agwụ all of ndị ọnịcha kwele Dodoni pikonu ka anyị gbakọnwanụ aka ka anyị fụzọlite dị ka anyị difendị na anyị na anyị ele ọbụna nke ndị Awụsa ọbụna nke ndị Fulani nke ndị dị anyị hapụrụ anyị dọ ekwerenụ ka ibu na sị na mmadụ adị anọ mmemmiri nchaba anya biko nudonu ndị ogeni na-akpọ ụnụ na-akpọ onye ọbụla n'ọbụna onye ọbụla chọrọ ka ọ banye anyị na ife anyị na-eme about our defend na anyị na-achọ ka anyị defend anyị bụ anyị ọma first because we sị na aka dokwa mafia omuno biko nu n'ọbụna onye ọbụla chọrọ ready na ọ chọ ka ọ bịa banyere ife anyị na-eme na enwe nọmba anyị ga-elu ike ịkpọrọ ụnụ ka onye ọbụla weli nọmba anyị onye chi weli nọmba na afọ this number bụ +41779930,471 +41779930,471 Dodoni kpọni nọmba na-egwu onye ọwụla ka ile dị mme about our defense about anyoma defense n'iya ka ịla arịọ n'onye ọwụla la anụ n'olu n'oji ogen mara this number ịla akpọ n'ọhụzọ ji this number nweghị enyi na-ele achọ ka ị ka dọ secure ali enyi na ndị Hausa Fulani na-egbu enyi numbers na-egbu onye ọbụla na-egbu bọbụ na banye village wee destroy villages na ya chọ na ndị this na one achị anyị when they represent anyị what they represent they're not there for us, they're there for their own selfish interests. They're not there for people that is living at home. We that living in diaspora, we are sharing tears because of what we have been seeing all this while. Please, wherever you are, whether you are in diaspora, you are in Germany, or you are in Europe, or America, or Asia, please, this number that we call, I believe that yes, you people will get it. I can be able to call it back again. Please, let everybody that hear this my voice now, may they hear and come and join us. We need everybody. We need your support. We need everybody's support for us to defend our own land. Anyoma, ndị Onichugbo, ndị Seluku, ndị Dumuchugbo, Idumuchuno, ndị Atane, ndị Ezi, ndị Obulokiti, Obuluno, Ogwashiukwu, ndị Olo Ogwashi, Bikonu, anyị na-arịọ ọnụ Bikonu donu na wesi na nwata dị adị mmadụ ada n'ime mmiri ncha aba anya Bikonu na-arịọ ka ndị Ubulukwu, ndị Akụmazị, ndị Mnede, ndị Igbodo, ndị Otolopo, ndị Agbọ, ndị Idumesa, Bikonu Aliokpu, Bikonu unu ka anyị na-arịọ Bikonu na ka anyị we are under siege. Our people is under siege. Bikonu na I need everybody. Ka anyị gbakọma na aka wesi na aka ọnụ kokome ogbu ofefe. Bikonu na I need onye ọbụla wesi na wesukọmọ nwa mele ofu ụzọ ogbu ofofo. Bikonu na ya bụ ife anyị na-arịọ unu Bikonu ka ifụzọ wele opportunity ni ka ifụzọ kpokọma onye ọbụla bụ ọbụla ya nọ na ka ifụzọ bịa nyele bịa nọnyelu umure na umure ka anyị na-achọ ka onye ọbụla nọnyeli Bikonu n'ụzọ ọrụ mfe na ihe this number anyị na-akpọ Bikonu ka onye ọbụla ka ije onye weje nwehe m Bikonu na anyị na-akpọ ka onye ọbụla nwehe dị nọmba Bikonu ọbụla ya nọ na ị n'ụlọ ị nọ diaspora ị nọ Asia ị nọ America ị nọ London Bikonu na ụmụ anyị ọma ka anyị na-eji oge na-akpọkwu Bikonu ka onye ọbụla bịa gbakọmaka ka anyị fụzọ bịa melu ike dokwa sevu anyị sevu ndị ụlọ ọ bụ na eme ka anyị na onwe anyị nọkwa abroad Bikonu bọtụ ndị nọ abroad sef wee kalawon Joseph because ndị nọ abroad ọ bụ na ịbata ụlọ n'efuru ụlọ baa gaa ebe ịnọ nwekwa n'isi bọbụ na ya nọ na ọbụsa bụ na inwe millions you come back home you don't see house to enter. There is a very big disgrace to you, every one of us. Please, let's come together and get our land be secured. Please, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you are Europe, you are Asia, you are anywhere, Australia, please, as you are hearing my voice, please call this number that I call. I will still call it back again. Please, I will still call it back again. Please, you understand? Please, the number is +41 77 99 30 471 +41 77 99 30 471. Anywhere where you do, hear this our number, call this our number. Let's tell you how to join our people. Anoma Forum, ADF, Anoma Defense Forum. Please, wherever you are, we are using this opportunity to call every one of us to come and join Anoma Forum, Anoma Defense Forum, for us to defend our land. Our land is under siege. Look at what is happening both Okpanam and everywhere. Okpanam, everybody see what happened for Okpanam last time. They keep people there. Nobody talk. But due to say yes, say boys go out and defend. Say yes, say this people should go out from this land. Then what they call it, Sahara Reporter be Channel TV. Go there and begin interview. But when they clean our people, they will not come there and interview and tell the world what is happening to our people. They will not come that place. Even BBC, everybody is what is happening to us. They will not come to our rescue. Please, all the opportunity we have is this our platform. This Radio Biafra is our opportunity, and there is only our savior. God have already sent savior for us. Our supreme leader Nnamdi Kanu, God have already sent him to us for him to save our land. If he follow us, they follow him. Also, Mazi Onyeibe and Mazi Uchemofo. Please, everybody that hearing our voice, we need every Anyoma people, wherever you are, whether you are in diaspora, wherever you are, to join at ADF for us to defend our land. That's my take. Mazi Onyeibe, we thank you. We thank you for all you have been doing for your children. We thank you for all you have been doing for us. We so much appreciate. Like what I said again, my name is Uchechukwu Edward Mwipe from Umnede Palace. That's where I come from. Umnede Campo. Please, let's join together and fight for our freedom. Let's get our freedom. We need our freedom by all means, by any length, by any state. We need our freedom. That is what we need. Thank you, everybody that hear my voice. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, sir, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. The people we won't carry Biafra land, make una come carry am. Biafra land gate dey open, Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba. When you people will run for one Nigeria. May the Lord be with all of you. And of course, having said that, Biafrans across the globe must understand that there is need for us to go back and understand how our ancestors lived their life. Honestly, I do not come here to pretend as if they do not have fault in their own way. But first of all, I must be able to appreciate them for the wonderful legacy they left behind for us. Our culture and tradition before I could even have the moral right to condemn them. I must remind you, Biafrans, that our ancestors were the best of Homo sapiens that has walked this earth without apology. We have been fighting to liberate ourselves from the clutches of the kingdom of darkness. For as far as we can remember, we have always been fighting. And you know what? We have always been survivor. Do not hurt yourself about it. We don't want to conquer anybody. We just want to go home. And home we shall go. I will be signing off temporarily on this segment. Believe me, I'm not going anywhere. I will be right back in a few minutes from now. Thank you for those of you who were able to call in. Sincere apology to those I cannot pick your call there. But of course, you will have the privilege to call in on the next segment. Udo derende cho udo.
You know, I wonder why EU and UN hate Africa so much. It's based on true life story. Okay.
People are dying every day. The world is silent. The good ones are beat dead. Are we heading to the end of the world? End of the world. Children are dying every day. People are suffering every day. Who will save us now?
Respect to Nandekano.
Who will save us now? Save us now. Biafra has been killed in Nigeria. The world never cared about us. What is our crime? I say, what is our crime? What is our crime? We are in jail. We blacks are in jail. We want to be free from this wicked world ruled by oppressors. We are in jail. We blacks are in jail. We want to be free from this wicked world ruled by oppressors. It's a wicked world.
You know what time it is?
It's a wicked world. We are in a wicked world.
It's time for Africa.
This is wicked world. Wicked world. It's a wicked world.
It's a wicked world.
It's a wicked world.
Time for us to rise.
We are in a wicked world.
It's time for us to rise.
This is wicked world. Wicked world.
Our lives are in danger, yeah, the world never brought that. Even if the sea has been murdered, scattered like the dust in the desert.
You will never hear it in the mainstream.
What Mata will say when the UN, EU and AU have become deaf and dumb. Yes, I cry, it breaks my heart when I hear how ceaseless we die. So I pray for your protection and guidance.
You already know what time it is.
It's a wicked world. We are in a wicked world.
It's a wicked world.
This is wicked world. Wicked world. It's a wicked world.
The world never cared about us.
It's a wicked world.
When shall we rise?
We are in a wicked world.
Africa, stand up.
This is wicked world. Wicked world. We are in jail. We blacks are in jail. We want to be free from this wicked world ruled by oppressors. We are in jail. We blacks are in jail. We want to be free from this wicked world ruled by oppressors.
Yeah. This is a little song we wrote. We woo, ugo chidere. Shake a man, kurubi. This is how we do. For BGT. Alright. Yeah, oh man.
Respect to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB. Our people they for street they suffer. Them they hustle for something to eat. Chukokike bless our land with resources, but we still living in poverty. Why are we living with pythons? We are living with vultures. In the zoo, there is no law, no constitution or human rights. We love and cherish. You have to free our great nation, or all will perish.
They carry girl around for the massacre. They kill our people and say we be animal. No food to chop, no job, no joy. Mama, papa go spend for school, all in vain. Even the workers, no payment. Child was born in suffering, grown in suffering, see die in suffering. In this country, so a pity, a pity. We are not brothers, just let me go. No culture, no tribe, just let me go. Not religion or the same thinking. Can you tell me what makes us in unity?
Is all we asking for. Freedom is all we asking for. You have to bring our great nation we love and cherish. You have to free our great nation, or all will perish.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra.
Radio Biafra.
People are wicked. Honestly. Our leader came and said Nigeria is zoo. Because nobody saw this coming. People are wicked. The people that create Nigeria. Come and carry your Nigeria. Hausa Fulani are shouting, I'm a cow, I'm a cow, I'm a cow, I'm a cow. Yoruba say, no, it can't end like that. I'm a goat, I'm a goat. You people are wicked. Britain, come and carry your one Nigeria. This is the height of wickedness. And somebody will say, these people are, who are these people? They are the one ruling also. I'm a cow. This is their first rapper. Hausa Fulani 2-pack. The other one is Yoruba 2-pack. They are dragging it. I'm a cow. I'm a cow. I'm a goat. I'm a goat. And when they say you are Zoo, somebody say, oh, they're insulting us. Are we the one who sing this song? They are mad people.
Oh, nana. Land of the rising sun. John Lovine. My originality. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the faith of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup, so them entered in. I brought in civilization, brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced it. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religion splitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We'll have a new way to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, Nana. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our America. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. I want Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my father. The descendants of Abraham. From Father Isaac. Descendants of Jacob. Biafra is a reality. My fatherland. My originality.
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to Chukwuka who asked us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial masters, criminal masters, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar brought together all them captives, including Jah people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, were standing on the risen island, forced to coexist together. In the plant of confused soul, describe it as oil and the water that can never mix. Planted the cabals, them representatives here in Nigeria, looting all our treasures, colonial external marginalization of the Biafrans. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayoy, Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. My fatherland. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. My originality. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. Oh, sweet home, my fatherland. I believe in Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Yes, there was a country before they came. Yeah, my home, my fatherland. Yes, it's a reality. Biafra is a reality. My originality.
Yes, Biafra is a reality. Once again, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and to some of you, good night, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Ukafo Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, that is if you understand the mindset behind those words. Mazi Ukafo is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. He is the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for over 60 years now, I can assure you that. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. He is the leader of IPOB. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Without wasting much of our time, I must move ahead to acknowledge the creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. And in my humble way this evening, I say to him, Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma e, ịhụnanya anyị na gị obiọma gị. O juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o, ise. And of course, without wasting much of our time on this segment, we go to our topic, which is simply titled The 5 Undeniable Truths Behind the Biafra Restoration Project. The 5 undeniable truths. 5 of them. There are many undeniable truths. But this evening, we are looking at just 5 undeniable truths behind the Biafra Restoration Project. When it comes to the issue of Biafra, we have lived long enough in this earth, coupled with the experience of those who have gone before us, to know factually that there are things that are meant to be and things that are meant not to be. We have lived long enough on this earth We saw the experience of our fathers who have gone before us. We spend most of our life here on earth as Biafrans, here in Biafra land. And of course, the next generation, I must tell you, you are very fortunate. In your time, Biafra shall be restored. But you must understand that you have the privilege to be able to mortgage your future, secure your future rather. You must be able to stand up at this moment to take your destiny in your hand. You must be able to fight harder than we are fighting today. You must be ready to walk in discipline. You must be ready to ensure that when we look into the future tomorrow and see you, we can be proud of you. The same way we look back and we see our fathers and we are proud of them. The same way we want you to be proud of us. Honestly, we understand the kind of battle we fight. Not just as Biafran, but as IPOB. You have no idea. You have no idea. And that is why I tell people, you don't have the right to judge me from outside. You don't have that right if you are not a member of IPOB. You don't have that right to judge me because you have not been there. You can't. You never know the sacrifice people make. And now we have experience of those who have gone before us to count on. And we have our leaders on this struggle leading us. We are learning a great deal from them. Do not stand by there and think this doesn't concern you. It do. Believe me. If you are a Biafran, pure breed Biafran, home or in diaspora, the next generation of Biafra, don't even let your father deceive you. Yoruba don't love us. Hausa don't love us. Fulani don't love us. But before Nigeria disintegrate by itself, they could prove us wrong by continually agitating for the dismemberment of one Nigeria. Until then, you cannot trust them. There are 5 things we are going to consider tonight. These are undeniable truths. No matter how you pamper it, devil will remain devil. Some of our people are so misguided that if Satan come out and start shouting, free Biafra, free Biafra, some of them will say Satan is Jesus Christ. But don't worry. Number 1 undeniable fact behind the Biafra Restoration Project is that the United Nations will not help us. Honestly. The United Nations, yes, you heard me well. The United Nations, they will not help us. Believe me. Why did I say they will not help us? There are 1,000,001 reasons. But tonight, many people will misunderstand me. And so I'm going to borrow the words of Donald Trump to make you understand the role United Nations are playing. The only thing I know that one has achieved from the United Nations as a people of Biafra is that anytime they organize their Geneva Convention, they used to release music. The first one is, we are the world, we are the children, we are the world to make a better day. Number 1. The next achievement I know regarding Africans, when it comes to United Nations, they sing another one. Heal the world, thinking better place for you and for me and the entire human race. People dying, if you care enough for the living. Now lie you, all these ones are entertaining themselves, honestly. Some of you will think, oh, the United Nations will help us. The United Nations will help us. Yeah. Well, may Chukwu Kikabiama touch all of their hearts because they don't have choice. Watch the reason why I say they will not help us. It's not because majority of our members are Muslim. And you must not forget that Islam put us here.
I speak to you today as a lifelong supporter and true friend of Israel. I'm a newcomer to politics, but not to backing the Jewish state. I came here to speak to you about where I stand on the future of American relations with our strategic ally, our unbreakable friendship, and our cultural brother, the only democracy in the Middle East, the State of Israel. My number one priority is to dismantle the disastrous deal with Iran. Iran has already, since the deal is in place, test-fired ballistic missiles 3 times. Painted on those missiles in both Hebrew and Farsi were the words, "Israel must be wiped off the face of the earth." You can forget that. The United Nations is not a friend of democracy. It's not a friend to freedom. It's not a friend even to the United States of America, where, as you know, it has its home. And it surely is not a friend to Israel. When I'm president, believe me, I will veto any attempt by the UN to impose its will on the Jewish state. It will be vetoed 100%. Israel has been trying to sit down at the negotiating table without preconditions for years. You had Camp David in 2000, where Prime Minister Barak made an incredible offer, maybe even too generous. Arafat rejected it. In 2008, Prime Minister Omer made an equally generous offer. The Palestinian Authority rejected it also. Then John Kerry tried to come up with a framework, and Abbas didn't even respond, not even to the Secretary of State of the United States of America. They didn't even respond. When I become president, the days of treating Israel like a second-class citizen will end on day 1. I will meet with Prime Minister Netanyahu immediately. I have known him for many years and will be able to work closely together to help bring stability and peace to Israel and to the entire region. Meanwhile, every single day you have rampant incitement and children being taught to hate Israel and to hate the Jews. It has to stop. When you live in a society where the firefighters are the heroes, little kids want to be firefighters. When you live in a society where athletes and movie stars are the heroes, little kids want to be athletes and movie stars. In Palestinian society, the heroes are those who murder Jews. You cannot achieve peace if terrorists are treated as martyrs. Glorifying terrorists is a tremendous barrier to peace. There is no moral equivalency. Israel does not name public squares after terrorists. Israel does not pay its children to stab random Palestinians. You see, what President Obama gets wrong about deal-making is that he constantly applies pressure to our friends and rewards our enemies. But when the United States stands with Israel, the chances of peace really rise and rises exponentially. That's what will happen when Donald Trump is president of the United States. We will move the American embassy to the eternal capital of the Jewish people, Jerusalem. And we will send a clear signal that there is no daylight between America and our most reliable ally, the State of Israel. The Palestinians must come to the table knowing that the bond between the United States and Israel is absolutely, totally unbreakable. They must come to the table willing and able to stop the terror being committed on a daily basis against Israel. They must do that. And they must come to the table willing to accept that Israel is a Jewish state and it will forever exist as a Jewish state.
The truth is clear there. Donald Trump, before he was elected as the president of America, during his campaign in Israel, made a remarkable statement. Number one, he said the United Nations is not a friend of democracy. They are friend of Islamization. But he said, when I become president, things will change. Number 2 enemy he mentioned was Barack Obama, who made deal and empower Buhari, a jihadist, to rule Nigeria. And now Nigerians are singing, I'm a cow, I'm a cow. Oh. The other one is singing, I'm a goat, I'm a goat. Oh. And when we tell you on Radio Biafra that these people are animal and Nigeria is zoo, some of you want to control our grammar. But how do you call a zoo another name when it's not a zoo? And the last thing he said is that the relationship between America and the Jewish people will be like that of day, there will be no night. The capital of America in the Jewish state will be from Tel Aviv down to Jerusalem. And today, in case you are wondering why people are jumping up and down all over the world, hey, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. It's not because they like George Ford. These are sponsored terrorists against that one single good man, Donald Trump. His time in office may end. He may not speak about Biafra, but will tell you the truth, irrespective of whose oath he's got. Everything you are seeing, Black Lives Matter, all of a sudden, every black living on the earth today, whether you are a black chimpanzee or black monkey, black African, is it not amazing? Is it not a miracle? For the first time, George Ford was killed, a black man, and they are jumping. But do you know since George Ford was killed, they are still killing black? You need to come to Nigeria. They normally change the numbers of victims when they are presenting their news. The news presenter will say, yes, this morning, as you are talk, it's just giving this news, 20 people have died in Biafra land, and then somebody will interrupt him and say, no, they just added another 40. He says, sorry, I just received information from our correspondent that 40 people have been murdered. That is a total of 80. Why is Nigerian life no matter? Huh? Why is the Yoruba life no matter? Why is the Fulani life no matter? Hausa life no matter inside one Nigeria? And these same people who are killing their people, they are the ones shouting, oh, Americano, is evil. All this is just an attempt to get to Donald Trump. But all of you fail. If you lie, shout Black Lives Matter from here to today. They will continue killing black people until you people move for the freedom and the restoration of Biafra. Africa will never be free until Biafra is restored. So if you are in Africa, the earlier you wake up, the better for all of us. But you can debate it. Let's begin to debate it. Don't forget, we have but a lifetime. United Nations know the truth. But of course, huge amount of money stolen from the resources gotten from Biafra land service United Nations. And I'm happy that Donald Trump made it clear, even though they become the home of United Nations. But they know United Nations is not a friend. 169 countries, if I'm not mistaken, or 196 countries. And then what is the hope of Biafran? This tiny Biafran. Number 1. Number 2, the Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani will not help us. Because there is virtually no reason why they should do that. We are the food on their table. And believe me, they will not let us go. I remember in those days as a child, when we go for fishing, and then along the line there are kind of fish that our hook can catch. You can't touch them. There is one we call electric fish. It has up to 10 volt electric current. Up to 10 volt. Fish. And by the time your hook catch that kind of fish, we begin to look for nylon to remove it from the hook. No matter the effect of that electric current coming from that fish, we will do all that we can to make sure it doesn't escape. You need to see original catfish. Not the ones that are genetic developed. The original one you get in the sea. You need to see when it stings you. But no matter how dangerous they are, we make sure they don't escape. Because it's a food to us. So when we are going to catfish, we go with cutlasses. We go with hook. We go with earthworm or snail or little fish, depending on the area we are going to. We are the food for Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba inside one Nigeria. Rewind your brain. Brush your brain very well. We are that electric fish. We are that catfish. No matter what we do, we remain their fish. They have cutlass to slice us when we struggle too much. They have earthworm or snail to entice us to make you become saboteur. My brother, let's not deceive ourselves. As far as the history of Nigeria is concerned, nobody in Nigeria wants a Nigeria without the Igbo man. If you know that, you know. Our leader in his last broadcast said their name is not Yoruba. Is it Onyeibe? Which means dubious people. Are you the one going to change it? Are you the one going to change it? Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, if you like, lick them, love them. Guy, we are their food. This is one truth, undeniable truth. Anybody with one verse, make a verse. This is just the undeniable truth. But they can do well and begin to call for dismemberment of Nigeria, because it will not always be like this. Nigeria never expect what is happening to her today. Now we are here. Look at Nigeria. Shameless people are in Ghana. Oh, in Ghana say we must go. Hey, they destroy, they insult us. But are you not ashamed, a country without a president? Don't you know Africans are weak and they are kind? Don't you know anybody associating with Nigeria now is a criminal? And such people must be put under a surveillance? Are you not ashamed? President is dead. And you say, we the Nigerians, we are protesting, we are eradicating, you are not ashamed. Do you remember how you chased Ghana away? Till today, there is a bag in Ghana, in Nigeria here. They call it Ghana must go. It was late Buhari, the one you people are impersonating, that chased Ghana and Israel out of Nigeria. He almost used hungry to kill Nigerian people. They call it austerity measure with Idiabo. They were jumping up and down. But what I don't understand is how some Biafrans allow themselves to be used by the same man. Oh, he's a no nonsense man. He's a man of integrity. Oh, he's a corruption fighter. You are in Ghana. The same Ghana you people chase away. Ghanaians who are listening to this broadcast, you must understand, Nigeria is not one. Nigeria is not one. You have Hausa, you have Fulani. You have Yoruba, you have Biafrans. We are the targeted people. We are the owner of the shop you are locking down. The real people that chase you people out is Fulani. Fulani is your problem. So when you want to revenge Nigeria, understand that truth. When you see anybody coming from Nigeria, ask them where they come from. If they agree they are Duduwa, no, they can repent. If they agree that they are Arewa, no, they can repent. If they agree they are Biafrans, they need your help, because we are the most endangered species of Homo sapien here on earth. If any of them, whether Biafran, whether Oduduwa, whether Arewa, tell you that they are Nigerian, jail them. Jail all of them. They are the problem of this world. Now you know. But the disgrace of Nigeria have not started. Now, those of you who are Nigerian, you are DSS, you are EFCPC, ICPC, you are anything you call yourself. Are you not ashamed? I thought this is a country where you taught us, arise, you compatriot, Nigeria call obey, to serve our father's land, with love and strength and faith. Where are you today? Are you not ashamed you have destroyed more of your people? Are you not ashamed with the abundant resources we have? You are borrowing money. Are you not ashamed with your level of intellectual that somebody who is dead is ruling you? Are you not a ashamed man of God? You cannot say the truth. Make we tell ourselves the truth. Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, they will never let Biafra go. That is their destiny. And we are their doom. Number 3. The Nigerian state will always destabilize any good organization that will work to support Biafra restoration. Any group or organization working hard to make sure that Biafra is restored, forget about it. the Nigerian state will stop at nothing. Look at Nigerians sponsoring terrorism against America. Some people will say, oh, they are trying to do the right thing. No. Go and look at all the atrocity, all the attack on American soil. Nigerians are the ones sponsoring it. They stop at nothing. Osibanjo went to America now to report IPOB, Yoruba man. I wonder why he's hiding in Banana Island now. Where are the Fulanis jumping up and down? But America must remember that Aisha Buhari was banned from coming to America, including Atiku and the rest of them, because they are criminals. Do anybody actually need our testimony to tell them about Nigeria? A lot of people are thinking the church can help. The church cannot help. Honestly. Apostle Sule Boy went and gave a sermon. He condemned Fulani herdsmen and encouraged his church member to kill any one of them they see. And DSS invited him. When he came back the next Sunday, he denied. He told them, no, I didn't ask you to kill Fulani. They can't. Only original men fight for Biafra. But of course, they have responsibility. They have a duty. You can choose to think you are deceiving all of us. But one day we shall know. I am very happy today because I am a Christian and I'm a pastor, but I'm not like you. When I heard about Biafra agitation, I didn't wait till they call them terrorists. I didn't wait till Biafra is already here to join. When they call us terrorists, we moved out. That is why I'm not in the same category with you. Me and you no be the same category. But of course, you are a Biafran pastor, you are following Yoruba. You are a Yoruba pastor. You are coming to fight IPOB. May the Lord be with you. We are waiting for all of you. In as much as we try to present our matter, to make people understand our point of view, we will not cover anybody's sin. Nobody. After all, one of our slogans is Imanke Mekue. The church can help us. If we depend on the church that eventually becomes our neck office, then there is a problem. And even though some of them want to, they will not. They will use money to go and finish them. Go and ask Adenokoji. And somewhere in your mind, you think the politicians will help you. They will not. They are under oath. Only few of them. Only few of them. They are very ambitious people. They want second tenure. Those who are not fighting for second tenure, we want to be vice president. This is how much they have reduced us to. Dragging to rule cow and goat. They are singing it for you now. They do play it. Maybe we begin to think that the monarch will help us. Who are the monarch? But do I stand to condemn all of them in totality? No. But I'm trying to say, if we wholeheartedly depend on each of them, we are not going anywhere. But everybody must understand this is the time for us to rise. There is something we're going to do. Be the international communities. They won't help us. With the extent Radio Biafra can get to, most of them don't even know what is going on. Our brother called here and talked about how he went somewhere to protest and then he was talking about Biafra. How many of them don't know? Media blockage. Facebook continually to suppress what we are doing through the help of Yoruba that work with Facebook. Are we talking about hired recruit on Facebook, social media? Do you know what they are busy doing? They want to tell you that, oh, Mazi Nandekano and Uche Mefo are quarreling. But shame and woe betide all of you. I have sampled all of you trying to create this influence. If they quarrel, is it your business? To tell you all of you are evil. I have not seen any IPOB member coming to get involved in that issue. Idiot, idiot, you only idiot. Look at you, you are not ashamed. Come out, put ring for them now. Ndiara, anything you want, you will get it. Go and watch all of them. They are not members of IPOB. Come and take oath. You people will be running. We don't talk from the corner. We stay in the ring and talk. You beat us, we shift the fight. No international community will help us. Nobody. But believe me, we can help ourselves. The earlier we embrace this truth, the better. The world stand and watch. Over 10 million were starved to death. Dehumanized, murdered. Today nobody talks about it. We talk about genocide everywhere. But the first genocide recorded in the world history, in our very land, the Jewish Holocaust is not in the land of Israel. It is the Biafran. Nobody want to talk about it. Maybe another one will make them talk. Be it the defense, nobody will talk about us. Number 4. Biafra will not be allowed to go without a war. We must embrace this truth, even though we are not calling for war. Biafra will come without a war. You lie. There must be war. But we are not calling for war. IPOB is anchored through the preamble of discipline. IPOB has worked so hard to make sure that every of our action is anchored through the preamble of law. That is why no matter how many of us they have killed, we are yet to retaliate. We only tell you the truth that peppers you, that bitters you. But maybe one day you will appreciate this day. Because Fulani herdsmen, Miatiala, Boko Haram, Lamido, Samisi Lamido, they do not have monopoly over killing. We can also kill. I have said this before. I have prayed to God, don't let me take one life. If I take one, I will never stop again. And you people will push us there one day. And if you are Biafra, IPOB is calling for war. We are not doing that. But you see this war, the same way they did to us in 1967, they will still do that. But let me tell them tonight, we are waiting for them. Ojuku came back home. They called on everyone to come home. But they brought the war to our doorstep. They call it police action. Today, they don't want you to talk about it. I never believe in Biafra restoration without war. And neither do I subscribe for war. But if the only option they give to us is to fight war, and then like our leader say, every living thing, and then when you think you are born to rule, you are jumping up and down, you are in Biafra land, using cutlass to slaughter elderly men, raping women, grandmothers, you are born to rule inside one Nigeria. We shall see how it ends. And finally, the number 5, undeniable truth about this Biafra restoration project. With or without anybody, Biafra must come. Because Nigeria has expired. And the restoration of Biafra has long been overdue. We are only trying to take the right step at the right time. It does not matter whether anybody like it or not. Biafra must be restored. This is a matter that has been settled in heaven. With or without anybody, Biafra must come. It's here already. We are only trying to make sure we take the right direction at the right step. And then, if all these people that I have mentioned, none of them will help us get Biafra. Biafrans, what do you think? What are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to prepare our mind? You can imagine as we are now, every Biafran across the globe, I know what you are doing at this moment. You have closed for the day has job. You are trying to relax, give yourself some treats so you can be able to start from where you stop the next day. This is all we think all our lives. Those who are students, they study till they don't even have time to rest. And we are hard-working people. Must we suffer to enjoy? If the resources in our land is being used to develop our land, is it a cause? And then while you are preparing to become the best of who you are, there are people analyzing, going from one meeting to another. Do you know the meeting Yoruba Hausa Fulani go for us? How do we kill them? How do we oppress them? How do we emasculate them? How do we subjugate them? How do we harass them? How do we intimidate them? How do we do this? Are you pretending you are not seeing it? Let us tell ourselves the truth. Let us tell ourselves the truth and then prepare for this journey. Because it's a journey all of us will embark. And those of you who your desire is to kill your brother, kill as many as you can. One day you will understand and you will wish you never take those actions. And those of you who are born to rule, be born into rule. Is it not Biafra? Biafrans, don't let anybody deceive you. If we do not stand up and save our land, if we do not stand up and save our fatherland, believe me, nobody will. And as much as I don't want to say it, there is something we will do. They will talk. We will get there. But like I always say, they will use their hand to upset the balance. And after then, Nigeria will burn. And I must use this privilege to encourage other African countries. You have to chase out Nigerian ambassador from your country because they are liars. Their president is dead long ago. They keep buying robots to renew it. Please chase them away. They will defy your country. They bring corruption into your country. That is the destiny of Nigeria. That is the only achievement of Nigeria. That is the only thing Nigerian can be. And that is how it will remain forever. Until they divide and everybody go his component way, you must not trust Nigerians. They cannot be trusted. Look at what we are doing to ourselves and then rise up and condemn the evil called Nigeria. It is not a sovereign state and can never be. It is a colonial prison. Nothing more, nothing less. It is a prison yard built by the colonial master. I do not intend to go beyond this point. But rather at this moment, I'm calling upon you, Biafrans. Where are you standing? Your standing is BB grammar. Where is your position? You are the analyzer, right? The commentator. Go ahead. What exactly are you doing? Are you sending a message to your people? Are you trying to reduce the number of collateral damage? Because the essence of why we shout here, these people will still bring this war to us. And believe me, we are ready for them. Make haste while the sun shines. I'll be back in a minute.
Biafra is our only home. It is our only home. From the rising of the sun to the going on the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home. I only hope Biafra. We must always strive to do what we ought to do to restore Biafra back, hope of our children. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra.
Biafra is our only hope. And as a Biafran anywhere you are across the globe, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? What do you have in mind? Our enemies have nothing to lose. They fight so fiercely. They fight so hard to make sure they keep us down. What are you doing to make sure we get off the ground? You are a Biafran anywhere in the world. What are you doing? Look for IPOB closer to you and join. This rain will fall. Don't let anybody deceive you. And believe me, it's going to be a kind the world has never known. What are you doing? Everybody must stand up. Governors must stand up. Senators must stand up. Monarch must stand up. If that blood of Biafra run in your vein, believe me, a day of reckoning will come for all of us. All of us. Our lines are open at this moment. Our WhatsApp line is 070-81545642. 070-81545642. Our direct line is 081 221 529 71. 081 221 529 71. And then the special number for the female is 081 288 58614. 081 288 58614. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah, I got Trumbe, kids in the Biafra land.
Good evening from here.
My beloved brother from another womb. Good evening, a very good evening from Warsaw, Poland. Yeah, I remain okay. Foreigners, one from Makadache, Kroneke. I hear from Omaka still remains in all the province of Biafra land. But I have to appreciate our union, like always, Ohamadiko memories, Oshigu praise on Echeneburu and all his lieutenants. I say, Meke will continue to energize him, continue to inspire him, and all of us shall see Biafra in the name of Elohim. Yeah, Mazi, we have been talking, and we will continue to talk. It is sinking, Mazi. If anybody does not know, let them see what is happening in Katsina. Let them see what you saw. What I said today, that she is leaving Asarok for that Baba. I don't want to mention that name for that Baba. Mazi, and what happened in Ghana? I was about to come online before the other our brother. I think he was a first caller in the Biafra, was making an announcement about Anyama, which is good. He took the time, but all them we appreciate him. We appreciate what they're doing. Mazi, Biafra has come to stay. Onyeibe has done everything, and his lieutenant, whatever they can do, he had done his best, researching every 3 days, every 4 days, educating us. But Mazi, he will continue to talk and will continue to do. Now we are talking. Very soon we'll start to do. That they will see also, Shebi, they want to take our land. The land is open. They will come and take it. But one thing is sure, you can enter Biafra land, but you not go out when this rain start to fall. Because we are just, Mazi, I don't want to say much. Let me correct one impression that my sister Uloma called from Aba today. Mazi, that thing happened in Ahaba. Ahaba is in Mbitolu, in Orodo in Mbitolu. And the other one is in Idume. Idume is in Owa, the same Mbitolu. It is not happening in Omaka. We are not ignorant of the diversities of the four ones. Like she said in Ebenator, their town, yeah, it happened. We are making an announcement everywhere. We are surrounded. They are taking their number, going everywhere. Both Omaka, both Amure, both Amandua, both Omundo, everywhere, Amiibo. That's why we are calling our people to come into this Noah's boat now before it gets too late. We have to prepare our mind. We want everybody to be carried along. And that is why we continue to hammer, we continue to shout. Look for nearest Ipob unit around you. and enter. And secondly, do the needful. Let your young boys come and guide their city, guide their towns, guide their streams, guide their waterways, because these people are everywhere, flexing their muscle because they have air care for sale. But when time comes, they will see what is bigger than air care for sale. We are only waiting for our leader to give that command. We are destroying the zoo, and we have done that. But all the same, our nocometer is on them. But you know the way they operate now? They operate through the barracks. If they are not a cow, why can't they come out?
But right from time, there is no difference between Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, or Boko Haram. It's from the barrack. Watch anywhere they stay in large number. You will see a barrack less than half a kilometer from there. Watch their market. They know what they are doing. They thought they had planned us out. We shall see how it ends. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my brother, but all those they are big men that is sponsoring them. We are watching them. We are getting there's no too. But what we were telling our people is to do the needful. Now we have the time. Our young men should wake up. Those people in America or in Europe anywhere thinking that on what they are things is happening. That is our prayer. We must understand that. And those of you in Biafra land, you are here there for us. And we in diaspora, we are equally there for all of you. And that is why is a compulsory. When Onion do is that they say it's something Americans. He's not certain Americans. Our America job this America did the rope. We thank God for those of them that are working, but those of them who are not yet born again, we are calling them to enter this our beautiful family. This is a family. Please join us. Is your right is not a privilege. Forget your pride. Forget that your useless pride. Forget that your passport is nothing. America gave you, they can take it anytime. European give what they can take it anytime. We are visitors. We are nobody is sitting fine in Europe. East or West, home is the best. And for all of you in America, let me hear. If you are looking for a unit, go to www.ipobeusa.org, or you call your national PRO, Mazi Onyeibe, on 301-343-1221. 301-343-1221. And for all of you around the Oburu, Uduma, Hotbossy, all of you from Ebony as a whole, please, can say call this number as well as the Imolite. Everywhere you are, call this number +48739-672-638. +48739-672-638. And all of you in Ebony too, you have a brother, Mazi Okechukwu in Austria. His number is +43699-11303-172. It's a WhatsApp group for all of you in diaspora. Please, let us do home. Let us make heads when this sun is shining. Let us be fast and get out of this contraction called the Zoom. Mazi, the whole world has known that there is nobody in that rock. Mazi, Chukwokabama bless you. Onyano you dear. Mazi Jisike, don't be discouraged. Nothing will happen to you. Thank you. I'm okay for it.
Thank you.
Yes, my beloved. Thank you.
The journey has just begun. We must continue.
Announcement. There will be a 7 days praise victory march by IPOB and Biafrans worldwide from Thursday, 25th of June 2020 to Wednesday, 1st of July 2020. Theme: all the people of Biafra shall shout great shout of praises to Chukwu Okike Abiama. The walls of Nigeria shall fall down flat. Joshua chapter 6 verses 1-5 and Acts of the Apostles chapter 16 verses 25-26. On all these days, only praises, thanksgiving, worship, shouts of victory, joyful songs will be given to Chukwu Okike Abiama. Call our Father Chukwokika Abiyama sweet names, both in local languages and in Bible references, referring to his mighty works and power, such as I am that I am, ocean divider, ancient of days, impossibility specialist, glory of Israel, King of kings, Lord of lords, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, consuming fire, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai, Alpha and Omega, our defender, eternal rock of ages, Okechi, Ekwueme, Honorie Lorenyi, Chikadibia, Obatobie, Abasimbong, Tamuno, Ogene, Ayiba, in your local dialects, and so on and so forth. No prayer requests or complaints or supplications or lamentations or intercessions or petitions or binding and loosing will be made. It's a season of celebration of our departure and everlasting freedom from Nigeria. Fasting is not included. Scriptures to read are Day 1, Thursday, 25th of June 2020, Psalm 65, Psalm 66, Psalm 100, and Revelation chapter 7. Day 2, Friday, 26th of June 2020, Psalm 8, Psalm 9, Exodus 15, and Revelation chapter 5, verses 7 to 14. Day 3, Saturday, 27th of June 2020, Psalm 18, Psalm 124, Judges chapter 5, and Isaiah 25. Day 4, Sunday, 28th of June 2020, Psalm 81, Psalm 136, 2 Samuel 22, Revelation chapter 1, verses 7 to 11 and 17 to 18. Day 5, Monday, 29th of June 2020, Psalm 117, Psalm 138, 1 Chronicles 29, verses 11 to 20, and Habakkuk chapter 3. Day 6, Tuesday, 30th of June 2020, Psalm 92, Psalm 118, 1 Samuel 2, 1 to 10, Luke chapter 1, verses 46 to 55, and 67 to 79. Day 7, Wednesday, 1st of July 2020, Psalm 106, Psalm 107, Deuteronomy chapter 32, 1 to 44, Revelation 18, and Revelation 19, 1 to 6. Chukwokika Abiyama has given us victory over our numerous enemies and has delivered us by his mighty hand. To him alone be all the glory forever and ever. He said,
Thank you very much.
Prepared by Evangelist Suza Kunwokike, signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Committee. Shalom.
Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. I greet IPOB worldwide, everybody, especially our leader, Mazi Nandekano, which I'm for, and all this IPOB that is really working in this project by Ipob the Mazi. My name is Arinze Chukwuoko. I came from Nemo, in Omamba, Biafra land. Mazi, you know, actually your first version of broadcast, I did not follow it very well, but the second one actually, but I know the point of view, and also the second one I know the point of view too. So I just wanted to tell our people that really we really need to, although me telling people to wake up is another I don't used to do that because we are all human beings and we know actually what is going on, but this time around is really, I don't know whether we know we do we actually know our responsibilities, and do we actually know where we stand, where we are coming from and where we are going, and the state of our mind right now. Some of them saying that our ancestors that they are cursed, or they are not really good, they did not well, or the causes of what, you know, that thing I did not really understand it, because without those men that have been holding the ground for us, I don't think that we will be this, I don't used to call people black, but we will not find ourselves that place, or we will not be still black men or brown men, as to say, you know. That is the thing. It makes me sometimes weird, as like when I am looking at myself, but I'm not included though, because really I reason like a human being, not like an animal. Or worst enemy, the worst darkness ever is ujo, fear. How can darkness win light? It can never be done. Those guys that are in Israel before, they kick them out because of fear. Ujo, they don't know their responsibilities. They all of them scatter everywhere. It's exactly what is the picture right now. Just take it from that place now. The picture is exactly what is happening in Biafra land. Look at men. These Fulani people, they are nothing. They are no men. They are not with their gun, with their everything, brother. They are nothing. You wish our people would be hey, afraid. They have gone. I don't want to kill. I don't. Moses, everybody, all our prophets, all our ancestors, they defied, they destroyed, because the Mazi said that the Mazi also is destroying. Defend yourself, and I will guard you. Call upon me, and I will help you. Abraham, the time they took his brother Lot, what did he do? He straight away he went there and destroyed all of them. Or 3 kings, he destroyed them with their, how many men? Almost going to 1,000 men. He destroyed and took his brother back and rescued him. This is brotherhood. It's one family, one brother, one blood. And how people are there, you know. I'm just getting tired of what we are just really doing. Are we still that blood of God? Are we still that blood of our warriors that was protecting our land, protecting our women, making sure that everything? Did our people know that before that, in the days of our ancestors, was that everything because that land is precious and the holy, everything that are doing are holy, and everything, all the animals, the land are backing us up. They know the enemies. They know the foreigners that are inside, and they know the owner of the land. They don't allow, I'm telling you, incense. People doesn't know that without the animals in our land, common flies, they are the people that fought Usman Danfodio. And this is the boundary of the darkness and light. People don't know this. They are now, hey, our ancestors is here, is this, is that. Now is we have to worship foreign. The idol is not idol from our own. No, it's idol outside foreign idol that they don't know nothing about it. Calling names that they don't know nothing about it. Only this one is calling. Everything now is raining foreign. They marry everything immediately. Go to Yoruba. What they are shaking. They don't even know the meaning of this red cap. Most of them don't know the meaning of it. Most of them don't know the meaning of black. Just their culture, nobody knows about it. Immediately when you say Ogomo, what is more for crying out loud? More is a spirit, as they say in English. The worst language ever. Lying. People, please. Because it will happen. Let's just take Mazi and IPOB out of this picture. Really. You see Israel. If we miss this opportunity, I was there. I was with lawyer today. You know what this lawyer told me? I told him that now our Biafra will be restored by the special grace of God this year. This man, he doesn't know about.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Because yeah.
Thank you.
Let me just leave it here too. But I urge our just. Don't let that land miss, because it will be horrible. It will be horrible. Privately, we need to do something. Thank you very much, my brother. Keep it on.
Yes, we must continue. Caller on the line. Your name and where you calling from?
Mazi Onyeibe.
Monitoring Spirit. Go ahead.
Mazi Onyeibe, don't you go to Maderege. You will see Biafra. And the Biafra must see every one of us, because the call is a clarion call. Chukwokikabiam is calling all of you, his children, Umuzara, Umuchineke. Don't say that name the Kano, Lotawano. Don't say that name the Kano, Lotawano. Iya hezi uchu na anya. Benu ni Jonah was odin no. Anam Japan, Anam America, Anam Indonesia. Fortunala nagin ganagi na nagin no. Nda Fulani ijebe na manoro na Zulu ha. Ha pasa inama, apawa bimo ha tabusha. Then when I say in America, can win election before Biafra Abia. It can never happen. Never. America is like a people like us. Yes, we have the right to live. Maike tukwakabiama karereha. I'm an oboni na ya soba noto. I'm an region ni le di sono garaka zuzuru ga no kusita ku nwe ga kwaya. Ma church o na amado si church wa rose. A divide the time and a Catholic and assemblies and a river. Okay, let me ask you people, who is that Satan and who is that God? His name is Jesus or Yeshua. What did he talk to people? At the age of 33, you killed him. You now want to kill them, then the kind of that. When I didn't believe my son, oh my God, you did not form back. Man, that name only says Jesus, so she can ever go see. I want to see Jesus out of Yahweh. A great time. I will play an above. I want to decide how to what. I haven't done the way with that. Over upon now, you know, the man knows. Only something in America, but I can't look, let me tell you. We are not joking with anybody. We only apologize with anybody. Our leader, they can remain the only way, the truth, and the life. Nobody coming into Biafra land except him. Today, get an under for all you see the other of for he say, "Oh no, we are not joking." Biafra is a religion. If you don't want to join, no problem. Come back home. Aguma wa waje dizaji. Negi na efu no na ewere. The torrent is Sakatayama. The question hali iwu ota Biafra ga de. Iga heya iwu kwa no onya come shut up. What na happen go. Then Joshua chapter 20. Akwenu hunono onya bula na ta de ta. Hey, as the boy here you will look for no place in Biafra land will occupy you. Better guys join Ethiopia and let's restore our nation back. Yeah, no. today wo mgbahara ọnwụ nwere onye ọbụla na-eche ndị sa site echi ịnọ na chọọchị otu mgbe ọgbata orenu ọka fọdụ ga-ahapụrụ gị gba ọsọ. Imagine when it starts now and you have to enter that church. When I don't you'll not be looking for where you will enter. Ndara, come on, God, let me stop this message.
Thank you very much.
I don't need to don't you never believe it. Biafra niile nọ na America, ụmụ ọnwa niile nọ na America. Unu mee ka asọ na Bonja, unu kọntaktịrị kọdinetọ ụmụ ọnwa, mụ na ya nọ 24. Mee ka anụ shọ na unu kọdinetịrị ka anyị mara otu anyị si echekwa ala nna. Enwedị ndị Fulani, ọkwa na onye look at the Fulani na agbaji chọọ, ọ nwere sayensist ha ga-aga bekee ka bụrụ te jet ha ga-eji abịa efe n'elu. Ka ịhụ na nechọ ndị ga-enye ha Trump, you are there, you better to lose. That power is bestowed upon you. Speak that to and free yourself. Otherwise, you see this word you're saying. It is in your hand to decide whether it will collapse or it will exist. But the world, so if you don't speak that truth and be free. Maka ịnwe anwa mekwa ha n'ọnụ gị Trump. Pupu ha na-against ya. One na asị Kamara m ga-esi nga ada tọrọ ihe ga-eme nga. Respect yourself and the mere resolution. The power to make sure that this state exists. It's a sort of look at that power. I remember loyal to you because I know you. I remember at the Ayush State what you did to make man. Don't declare Jerusalem capital. The word did not end. Declare Biafra. Don't send the one soldier into our land. If 24 hours, if you hear back come say I was suffering then inside Biafra. How can you look for the base guy manga? I'm not sure how can you get you have to put the thunder up. Oh, help your friend.
Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, my brother, I'm here.
Good
Thank you very much.
Here. Go ahead, please.
Our God, Chukwokika Biama, is your strength and your shield. Chukwokika Biama is our strength and our shield. I send my greetings and the blessing of Chukwokika Biama to our leader Mazi Kano and his deputy Mazi Mefo and all the members of Directorate of State and all principal officers. I say, may God give us all you all who are piloting these affairs of IPOB, the gift of knowledge and wisdom and understanding to lead us home. My brother, you treated a lot of very important issues tonight that people may not understand unless they think further. Before I continue, my name is Ifan Chukwu Madabuchi Ezu from Orumba in Oka province, Biafra land. As you can see, touching a bit on your first segment of the presentation, Ifan Chukwu Madabuchi is my name and my compass. It has led me, and that is my life is full of ancestral blessings. It's a truth, it's the fact. In my village where I come from, in Obu, they call it Holy Land because you can wine and dine in the darkness without fearing any poison, because if you bring poison there, our land will transfix you until right things are done before you can go. So people call it Holy Land. They come and eat even in the darkness and drink. So that is by the way. Touching to this issue of Black Lives Matter, I want to let Biafrans know that Black Lives Matter is a political ideology, a political Marxist ideology, which is communist totalitarian system. It has nothing to do with George Floyd. He was just used as a cannon fodder or a fuel to ignite their and unleash their plan. And coming to the issue of the United Nations, if my people who are listening, please let's Google, just Google on your leisure time, when you have time, Google UN Agenda 21. This pertains depopulation. They mean to achieve these goals by vaccination, polio vaccination, anti-tetanic vaccination, meningitis vaccination, HIV vaccination, and this coming corona vaccination. They want to depopulate us, and that is why. And one other way they want to use to achieve this is called Planned Parenthood. When you hear Planned Parenthood, you think, oh, we plan our family. No, they want to abort our kids. That's what it's all about. And then the next next way they want to achieve this depopulation is by war. People, why is war and killing and genocide going on in Nigeria, in Amazonia, and all over the place? The UN will never do anything because it is leading to their purpose of depopulation. So let's not wait for the UN. They are not for us. If you listen to Mr. Trump, he has said it all. Read the meaning into what he's saying. They are not for us, but we still need them when we need them. When we take our freedom, when they see that we are going anywhere, then we come to try to make it easier. I mean, more human. They are not supporting us. Otherwise, they would have said anything about the killing. They are killing us in Nigeria. They support wars. They let wars and killings go on because it's depopulating the world anyway. Please, people, go and read UN Agenda 21. You will be shocked. So again, my brother George, what I want to say now is our help is in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama, not United Nations. And then when we say our help is in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama, we trust in him, and then we must take our freedom. If Israel or America or any country come to help us, we will thank God and we will take it as one of the plan of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And then I will anchor this thing I'm saying now to what you, George Onyeibe, have said tonight, that we will just do take the right steps at the right time. We are not waiting for the United Nations because they don't want us to be free. We are not waiting for Europe because Europe don't want us to be free. We cannot wait for America because America don't want us to be free. Why? They are feeding fat on Biafra land. Our only trust, our only hope is in the grace of God. But we must do the heavy lifting. There's no two ways about it. But as George Onyeibe told us tonight, we have just to take the right steps at the right time. Thank you, my brother, for giving me this opportunity. I was craving for this to make this point. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue.
God
Good
bless
night
you.
from here. Yes. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Call on the line.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello, George. Hello, George Onyeibe.
Good evening. I will advise you to move away from your radio set.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Move away from your radio.
In Onyeibe, sir.
When you call, you move away from your radio. You cannot be expecting to hear my call from the radio. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Aholi.
Good evening from here, Hamburg man.
Aholi. Ogun awi iyeri oba, nke izuzu, iyeri oba, nke izuzu. Mazi, my name is Collins. I just want to make some little announcements. Biafrans all over the world, I greet you all. Hamburg. Please, this announcement is all for Hamburg people because since of this corona or Toyota virus, they call it, we are not be meeting because of the problem. So I am going every week around the Hamburg to collecting some dues and some levies. So because a lot of people are asking when the time the meeting, this and that and this and that. So we are not be meeting, but if you have money if you have your dues, I will give you some numbers. You will call. Just call this number and anywhere you are around Hamburg. Saturday, Sundays, I am driving around Hamburg to collecting the dues. So this number to call is 015 166 388 838. Another one is 105 210 251873. Another one is 10521 7855 Please call this number. Saturdays, maybe from now to the Saturdays, call this number. Tell me where you are. Anywhere you are around Hamburg, any place you are, just call this number. I myself will come and pick this money. This how I have to do it because of this incident or because of this corona, whatever they call it. Mazi, one thing I want to contribute on this issue. Let us follow this step. Let us follow this route. Because the Israelites, we are talking about, we want to do like Israelites, we want to do like this one. When God wanted to liberate them from the Egypt, he gave them 40 days. 40 days. They would, just like if you want to travel here in Germany now, you have to, if you don't know the address, you have to put it inside Navigator or whatever. You tell, okay, in 20 minutes or in 1 hour, you'll be there. God tell them that this journey will be a 40 days. Maybe I'm mistaken or not. But because of their disobedience, it took them 400 and how many years? 400 years. So I am urging all Hamburg people. I know a lot of billionaires. I know a lot of people in this Hamburg. But how many are we in this meeting? How many are we? Why can't you come and join us? Why can't you come and join this route? Why can't you come and join this trend that is moving? Brothers and sisters, I am begging you. This is indigenous people. The people that own that land. You are one of them. Please come and join us so that we can move inside this trend. I beg you, time without number. Every day I preach, every day I talk. Please come and join us. God bless you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Biafrans must understand, God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. The undeniable truth remains that nobody will make this move for us. Our brother who called before the last caller said something. He said they will respond, and that is the truth. They will respond. But that is after we have done what we are supposed to do. Go ahead, caller on the line.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Is that Mazi Onyeibe?
Yes, and you are live on air. Go ahead, move away from your radio set.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, I'm very, very happy for what you people are doing. My name is Pijo Kukurumbo. I'm not in IPO.
Quite unfortunate, I lost that caller. We must continue. Caller on the line.
Yeah, Onyeibe, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Onyeibe, obi the motor inolu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Ndewo.
Ndewo Mazi. Go ahead, please.
Ana m ekele gị na-ekele Nnamdi Kanu, ekele Uche Mefọ. Onye menu ụbọchị nke taa jidere anyị mfe. Ewu ndị nke na-agbasa ihe banyere inweta obodo anyị bụ Biafra. Ya Onyeibe, obi dị m ụtọ nke ukwuu. N'ihi na o teela m na-achọ ka m kpọọ ọgụ enwesaghị amụgụ. Ọmụnwa bụ onye a na-akpọ dịka ndị oyibo si mee ya Maazị John Job, beti akụzicha ya ọmụnwa bụ St. John. Ị nwere ike inwe otu ihe ị ga-eji mata okwu nke m na-ekwu ugbu a. Mgbe ahụ anyị hụtara oge gara aga ị gara Aba. Nna si Chineke gọzie gị. Chineke gọzie gị George Onyeibe. Ihe a na-eme otu a mgbe ọ ga-afụ ihe nke anyị ga-ejigharị ha ele anya anyị gaba ndị aga na-ayọ ayọyọ sị ka anyị bụrụ ndị nke ga-agbaghara maọbụ ka anyị mezie. Betu ugbu a anyị na-achọ udo, ụwa na-achọ ya. Ebe ọ achọghị udo, ihe ọbụla wa chọrọ mgbe oge ya ga-eru anyị ga-enye ha ya. N'ihi na ụwa na-eche na ọ bụ na anyị bụ ndị ụjọ. Ụwa ma na anyị nwa bụ ndị ụjọ. Betu ihe anyị na-eji emebu udo. Mgbe anyị nọkwa na-ebili aga na-ayọ ayọyọ anyị agaghị ekwe. Otu mba ụwa nakwa anụ ihe anyị na-eme na-ahụ otu esi na-egbu anyị ọtụtụ mbọchị na-emegide anyị n'ụzọ niile dị iche iche. Betu ihe kwuo okwu. Betu mgbe Biafra ga-ebili n'ụzọ nke si ka eme ya otu ọwụ ka ọ wụrụ, ọ gara abụ ihe nke a ga-asị anyị ka anyị bụ ndị nke ga-ahafụwa, ka anyị bụrụ ndị nke ga-eme nke a. M na-ayọ otu mba ụwa na-asị ụwa lebara anyị anya. Egbuola anyị stedi n'oge nke gara aga. mgbe a lụrụ ọgụ agha ma mgbe alụ ọgụ agha na ọtụtụ ihe niile dị iche iche ha na-egbu anyị ụzọ niile dị iche iche na Fulani herdsmen abaala n'ọhịa na-egbu anyị na-emebisi ihe anyị niile n'ọtụtụ ụzọ niile dị iche iche onwe onye ọbụla ka ị na-ekwu okwu ya mee one day Chineke ga-eme ihe ji wuru chi n'ihi na okwu nke ụbọchị nke taa ọ tọrọ m ụtọ n'ihi na mgbe anyị nọ n'agha anyị hụrụ ihe ndị niile bụ ndị nke nọ ugbu a na-esi ilu na ha nwere ego na-esi ilu na ha bụ ndị nke enwe ike ịchụ ihe nke banyere Biafra ha masị na ọwụ ha nwa bụkwa ndị nke a na-alụ ọrụ ọgụ a n'oge mgbe ihe nke a niile na-eru ụdị sị na ọwụ ndị kwanyesi ilu sị na mgbe Biafra bụ na Naijiria bịa na ha bụ ndị nke ga-anọ n'isi na ha bụ ndị nke na-eme nke a ha jụọ onwe ha ajụjụ were sị ha gụọ onwe ha ọnụ ihe nke na-emenụ ekwela ha nkasị ha restructure wekwo restructure ugbu a ha ekwuola okwu restructure beti ọ bụrụ ọma Biafra bụ ndị sịrị restructure ha ga-ekwe a na-ajụta ihe mmere eji ndị Awụsa ekwo ka anyị gara onwe anyị dede anyị nọkwa ugbu a na-emegide anyị n'ọtụtụ ụzọ niile dị iche iche wete na ọ dịrị ha na mma ọ bụ ndị obodo anyị bụ ndị Biafra bụ ndị Igbo bụkwana ala Biafra ụwa ndị ji ego wasilo na ọnwụ ndị ogbenye iwu ndị na-eme Biafra betewa ha otu ọ dị ha n'ọtụtụ n'ụzọ niile dị iche iche emechiela ọtụtụ ụzọ niile dị iche iche alụ ndị Igbo na-esi egweta ihe ha na-eri ndị ebi na-anakwa ha ego na-atọpụrụ ha ego na ịgba ngwa ahịa na ọtụtụ ihe niile dị iche iche a na-eme ha bete ha na-ele anya ya wasilo na ọ bụ ndị ogbenye ka a na-eme m na-asịkwanụ ma ndị Awụsa o ma ndị Yoruba o ụwa mewe ihe ọbụla ha na-eme beti mgbe ọbụla anyị ga-ejigharị ha a na-ayọwa ya ya ga-ekwe bikọs anyị mara na anyị ka ha ike bikọs ihe ime n'ihe a ji na-adị otu a bụ n'ihi na ha na-egbu anyị na-agba nkịtị wonde anyị ga-eburu egbe ha eburu egbe udo ga-adị bikọs ma ọbụla na famili ndị mmadụ ibi mmadụ na-emegide wonde ọ na-akụ gị aka ịkwụkwarị ya a ga-ekpe ya ekpe nna sị Chineke mee ebere ụwachi udo ga-adị ma nwachakwa na udo ihe ọbụla ha chọrọ ha ga-enye ha ya a na-asị na ha gbara anyị gburugburu ụwa na-aba anyị gburugburu ụwa ma onwe obodo ha ma na ala Biafra bikọs ụwa mara saịdị a ha mara saịdị a mgbe obodo ga-eru ihe niile a ha jicha na-esi ilu na ha na-eme anyị ga-anacha ha niile were ya mesoo ha n'ọtụtụ ụzọ niile dị iche iche nna sị Chineke biko mere ya ebere ekwela ka ọ bụrụ ihe nke a ga-alụ n'ọgụ beti ọ bụrụ ihe nke a ga-alụ n'ọgụ Chineke otu aha Chineke ji mere ya ebere agba ọsọ agha si n'ọsọ agha pụta bịa n'obodo a eziokwu ihe ga-emenụ anyị mụba ebe niile ọbụla dị iche iche mgbe oge ya ga-eru anyị ga-ejuo ya mejuo ha ihe anya bikọs ha che na anyị na-asọ ha asọ onwe onye ọbụla anyị na-asọ beti onye anyị na-akwanyere bụ Chineke ugwu na-akwanyekwa otu mba ụwa ugwu na-asị otu mba ụwa onwe ndị na-adụ Igbo nke a bụ Igbo m na-asụ unu leba anya ya ihe banyere Biafra na Naijiria ka anyị gara onwe anyị ka wa gara onwe ha n'ihi na obodo ọbụla sị nụ mụ na ndị mmadụ na-ejikọtakwa na-eme ha fọs biko m na-arịọ si Chineke biko mere ya ebere George Onyeibe Chukwu gọzie egwu o meela ọtụtụ oge m chọrọ ịkpọgọ mgbe ọ bụrụ ọdụ mfe George Onyeibe m ji ala eke ka ịkpagharịa mbọ makwa na ọka ihe m nọmba nke m nwere ike iji ka iri ichie ọmụma bụ St. John ị nwere ike ma nọmba a.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, I will take one more last call and then we wrap up this segment. Inching closer to the end of this program. Our people must understand the duty is ours and we must do all we can. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you, my brother Mazi George Onyeibe. It's been a very long time.
Happy New Year.
Big very man himself. You are a magician to recognize my voice. Since you started with this here Back to the Root program, my line has not been able to enter. I do cry almost every night. I say whether you make juju or I make juju, I don't know. But thank God it has entered. So today, I just want to talk small about what has happened in Ghana. I am very, very happy because one, it has shown us that the zoo have collapsed completely. And it's due to the campaign of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Can you believe that miscreants or hoodlums can go and damage a whole Nigerian embassy? Not even the Ghanaian government or Ghanaian police or Ghanaian army, but miscreants, they damage Nigerian embassy. That embassy is just like Nigerian.
They are looking for IPOB to kill.
They see
very hopeless people.
Very hopeless people. That place is just like Nigeria itself inside Ghana. How can you believe that somebody will go to the embassy? Even the president of Ghana has no power to come to the Nigerian embassy without express permission. Then hoodlums went to destroy that place. And then, according to the zoo media this evening, the Nigerian ambassador, the zoo or the presidency invited the Ghanaian ambassador in Nigeria or Abuja to come and explain. What is he going to explain? He was not in Ghana when this thing happened. He will stay here and wait for a concocted story from his own country, which he will pass on to these people here. And by tomorrow, you will see no person will talk about that thing again, because we have no president, we have no vice, we have no chief of. That is why these people did that. And the funniest thing is that somebody told me that when the head of the miscreants was told that he was going to be arrested, he said, who is going to arrest me? Is it the Buhari that was dead and buried in Saudi Arabia, or the Jubril that either he died or he ran away from Cuba, or Aisha's boyfriend in Aso Rock, or President Aisha herself? He said President Aisha. So can you see how they have reduced Nigeria or the zoo to nothing at all? Even the PDP said this evening that Buhari and his APC should bury their heads in shame for what has happened in Ghana. It means Nigeria has collapsed. Our leader said he will destroy Nigeria with the truth, which he has done. So I'm very, very happy for what has happened in Ghana. I don't have much to say as of today, but maybe next time, either in your platform or another person's platform, I will talk about this religious something, what our leader was saying about this so-called prophet. I'm doing research so that I can make reference from the Bible itself. I will call again. Thank you, my brother. This is Mazi from Ibere. I'm very grateful I got to you today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother, and God be with you. And of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Biafrans across the globe, don't let anybody deceive you. This is a clarion call. We must do all that we can to go home.
IPOB USA, and the state of New York, just like we all know.
This information is directed to the IPOB in the United States of America. Going with all our leaders, Mazi has recently said
we must do the needful. If you have not joined IPOB family yet, or you intend to support